Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is another episode of ShadowEye. Remember that stuff? Oh man, that show was great back in the day. I mean, it kind of died for a little bit, but you know what? It's a-okay. And today is going to be a special one, and that is we are going to be doing a top 10 of the worst Spider-Man stories. And it is definitely going to be a very interesting, I guess, a very interesting. Yes, smash the like button, everybody. Also, please share the stream around. I would definitely appreciate it. And the way I was able to get this, or I came up with this concept, was that we basically talk about superhero films all the time. And I figured that maybe we should have a little bit of a change of pace by talking about comic books. You know, the stuff that comic book movies are based off of. I know, shocking, right? Haha, get it because of Shocker? No? Okay. But yes, everybody. So if you want to check me out more, please check out my channel. I'm at 66 subscribers. What the hell? How the hell are you guys streaming at the same time as Rob? You know what, Anzo? I'm going to be completely honest. It was coincidental. I'm being completely honest. And, you know, this was kind of a last minute thing. I really wasn't planning on doing a stream tonight. I was just talking. I just mainly wanted to, it was basically kind of one of those things where I wasn't really planning on doing it. But, oh. Joking. Damn, I had this whole explanation, to even explain myself. And it's definitely gonna be a fun stream, hopefully. Besides, my channel's not that big. Not everybody's gonna show up. I promise. Also, what's up, Bonzo? How you doing? But yes, so today is Spider-Man because again, I love Spider-Man. We all love Spider-Man, but except these storylines, and I'm just waiting for Nindroid. So I'm just going to stall for about a few minutes. If you guys want to further check out the channel, please come and subscribe. I got 66 subscribers. I need like 4 more. Also, do you think, guys, I will support? Thank you, Wanzo. I appreciate it. And you know what? I will always support you, my friend. And also, just want to let everybody know that I will be a future weekly Rumble champion. I promise. Also, I'm going to try. I'm good. That's good to hear, Anzo. And obviously, we're going to. Obviously, I got 4 more subscribers, so I hit 70, and hopefully, I will hit 70, perhaps. And Nindroid's here. Thank God.
What's up, everyone?
Also, I am also starting a new show up tomorrow. It's my good friend Chad is coming in. Is actually going to be hosting the show, and I think it's just Chad for right now because I'm going to hire more people for the new stuff. And we got a huge announcement coming to the channel. Chad is going to be talking about all the news stuff. Go check that out, guys. Also, please, go check out Nindroid's channel where I'm also a part of. So please,
Also, yeah, everyone. We're doing a lot of stuff over there. Austin's a great dude. He's always my number 2 because Ryan's no longer my number 2, all because of one little reason. Ryan, I'm still a little bit ticked off due to you actually preferring Batwoman over Titans.
So Anzo was like, yeah. I was a Rumble champion. It was because he was not on the show. Well, you know what, Anzo, I accept the challenge.
Yeah, Hansa's on Rob's stream right now.
Yeah, we started streaming basically around the same time as they did. So
yeah. So see, even he's saying that.
What circumstance? But Nindroid, tell everybody where they can find you at. Also, you can hit me up in my DMs at the Austinator17 on Twitter.
Okay, so you can personally find me on my own YouTube channel, Nindroid243. Also, find me on everyone that's part of Storm's live crew. I'm always in the chat in their streams and all of that. So yeah, make sure that you go check all of them out. Yeah, make sure you go check out Robert Storms, Big Afford Entertainment, Filmmaster Adam, and of course Danny of Comic Chat. But also, please come check out me, Austin, everyone basically. You can personally find me on Twitter at Ninja243. Join Storms Nation, the Discord server. Also become a member of Rob's membership. We need some more members over there. And yeah, that's really it. With the channel though, Galactic Chat still happening every single week. I'm trying to find a day that Galactic Chat is always going to be on. That everyone's not going to be busy. So I think Friday or Saturday night might be at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah.
Very nice. Anto's like, deal. All right, well then I accept your challenge to my challenge. What's up, Deshaun? Nicholas, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the chat. Hello, hello, hello. And Anto, like I said before, I'll see you at the Weekly Rumble. And I promise you, I'm going to take the Weekly Rumble championship. I'll be the heavyweight champion. Now, let us get into
I want
topic
to go on the Rumble again. After all, I remember you left during the Rumble, and it was me against the Jedi Padawan person. I was neck and neck with him. And guess what happened, Austin? Guess what happened?
What?
Okay, so we went overtime twice.
Yeah.
And guess how Chris determined who would be the winner? Through a spinner.
Oh, I know that.
A spinner. Number one. I'm going to just go and say a spinner should not. We should just continued on the thing because guess what? Jedi Padawan. Sorry. I was the winner of them. Okay. We all know who's better at Star Wars knowledge. Okay. Me.
Yeah.
Me. So, yeah. Just want to quickly say that to Jedi Padawan if he's ever seen this. Because guess what? Jedi Padawan, he calls himself a true Star Wars fan. We're getting.
Go ahead.
I said where he refused to watch the rise. Are you going to keep on mute my mic?
I'm not going to mute your mic. It was just once.
Okay. He refused to watch The Rise of Skywalker, and he calls himself a true fan.
Now, hang on. Hey, this is a Spider-Man stream.
Okay.
No Star Wars.
Okay, sure. Yeah, everyone. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, I just get a little bit like, I'm like,
okay, so
he calls himself a true Star Wars fan.
No, we're not.
Film.
No.
But guess what, guys? We're talking about Spider-Man. So Austin, you can take it away.
Okay, so it's gonna be a top 10. How do you want to do this? Do you want to go like I'll say my number 10, you say your number 10, then we'll do it like that, or do you want to go with? Okay,
no, I'll go with number 10. I'll say my number 10. We'll go like my number 10, then your number 10, then my number 9, then your number 9.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So here, all right. My number 10 is Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man issue 131 in 1974. It was when Doc Ock married Aunt May. Personally, that issue, I mean, like, the premise even sounds weird at the same exact time. And, I mean, like, alright, so the premise for this being Doc, I wrote this entire thing. So the premise for this being Dr. Octopus wanted to marry Aunt May because she inherited an island that contained a atomic processing plant. If you guys don't like do remember. Um, which she didn't know about, by the way. Firstly, like what? Like just what right there? Secondly, how does one inherit an atomic processing plant?
I don't know.
Also, three, what again? This is seriously what's in my notes. I'm like, what? For someone who didn't know about Spider-Man's secret identity at the time, um, Doc Ock sure had a thing for scheming involving Aunt May over the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And also, Doc Ock is like, I mean, like, he's old, yes, but he's not as old as Aunt May in the comics.
No. Like I think Aunt May's like 70 years old or like 80, somewhere around there.
Yeah, like she's 70, and Doc Ock is like in his 40s, 50s, like something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
So, for that, I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, agreed. Um, what's up, Kavari? What's up, Zach? What is up, guys? Thank you for coming into the coming in the chat. My number 10 is when Peter went and became corporate Peter, aka when he was a Tony Stark ripoff.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was bad. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody. The idea was interesting, but it doesn't work because with Spider-Man, he's supposed to be like a normal person. And when you're trying to make him like a billionaire with all this money and like he's doing like what Tony Stark would do, it just doesn't fit him as a character. That's so out of character for Peter. The story doesn't really work in context. I mean, don't get me wrong, the design of the suit was cool, but that was like because that was around the time where he had like the like armored, like kind of like the normal Spider-Man suit, and like that was cool, but not personally my thing.
All right.
Deshaun says, "Who remembers that Spider-Man made a deal with the devil?" We will get to that because that is
Yeah,
actually part
we
of
will
our
get to
list.
that.
Tavares says, "Did you all see the
Um,
Green Lantern news?" We will talk about it
yes,
after we
and we
talk
are
about
actually yes, and also I will be having stream on Monday talking about that, Kavari. Um, about the casting and what lanterns will be on there. But okay, so my number 9 is actually going to be Spider-Man Maximum Carnage, the 1993 series. Okay,
Ooh, okay.
so yes, I do count this as a Spider-Man because it does have Spider-Man in the title, and he is a villain. Okay, so the 90s, a time where comics were ruled by style over substance. Violence was key to many titles and crossovers. So basically, shoot, what the heck is it? Like, okay, so this is spreading out over the 4 concurrent Spider-Man titles of that time. The storyline involved Carnage and the 4 Z-list villains with Spider-Man, Venom, Cloak and Dagger, Morbius, Black Cat, and Deathlock, if you remember. Um, Deathlock, Firestar, Nightwatch. I completely forgot the Iron Fist was in there, but I did write that in my notes. And Captain America. Yeah, Captain America. Um, it had very little plot in it, if you remember. Like,
Yes.
it had very little plot. Um, and there was something to do with like killing sprees and all of that.
Yeah.
Um, one of them, like the villain, went out of control or something like that, and it only lasted like 14 issues, in which I'm glad that. Well, no, it should have just been like maybe 0 issues, but you know what? It's fine. And it's another 90s. Like to me, the worst era for Spider-Man comics or storylines are the 90s,
That is
basically.
true.
Because my number 1 is one from the 90s. but we'll get to that later on. All right, Austin.
All right, so my number, like all these are not in particular order, except like the last couple ones. But
Yeah, that's
my
mine
number,
too. That's basically mine too.
my number 9 is Brand New Day. That was basically the follow up to One More Day, which trust me, we are getting into that later. But Brand New Day fucking sucks. And when I mean it sucks, it sucks. It
Brand
it
new
suffers
day.
it suffers from the same problem of One More Day, and that is it retcons so much. It basically makes the entire Spider-Man everything up to that point pointless.
It's actually kind of funny because I don't even think what was the title of that?
Spider-Man brand new day.
Yeah, I did not even include it.
Now I'm gonna give like a brief little synopsis to this
Yeah,
because
yeah.
basically it's pretty much it erased everything from it erased everything from when Spider-Man got married to MJ. So that's like a long time. And they basically retconned the whole unmasking thing from Civil War. And
Yeah,
that was trash.
yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Make sure you guys
And
hit the like button.
it also retconned Aunt May getting shot back in black and all of that stuff. And she's alive and Peter's living with her again. And then he's got his web shooters back. So it's
Uh-huh.
basically making all that character development pointless. And they resurrected Aunt May again when they should have just left her dead because there's no need to keep her alive. But that's another
Why
problem. A
even
lot of
kill?
these.
No, but why even kill her off? That's the main thing. If you really needed to, like, kill her off and keep her dead. It's like the same thing with like Gwen Stacy. Like they killed her off and she stayed dead for how many years, and then she brought back from a clone. If you remember.
Well, well, technically the clone died, I think. So
Yeah, but still, they still brought her back as a clone. I mean, like, what's the thing with Spider-Man and clones? Okay, if Star Wars can do clones correctly, why can't Spider-Man do anything clones correctly?
guess what? Every time they try to do it, it doesn't work.
Exactly.
Well, we'll get into these couple comments before I continue with Brand New Day. Warner Media CEO John Killer isn't happy with DC. Rumor has it he wants DC to be Marvel equally. Could this result in a massive shakeup at WDC? We will answer this stuff after we get the top 10 done because we're only at number 9. And to Sean Wiggins, you like my new nickname, the Tribal. I like it. I like it a little bit more than the. Hey, you two are bearing the hatchet? Yes, we are. I think. I don't know. I hear he wants the Russo brothers to run DC, but would DC fans accept Marvel's leftovers? I will answer your guys' questions until after everything. All right, guys. But
Yeah,
with brand new,
sorry, we'll get to them, but just wait. All right. Um. All right. So now it's my turn, right?
yeah.
Okay. So my next one would actually have to be. And this is actually a weird one. Now, I'm saying this not as like a storyline, like for everything. I'm talking about like a Spider-Man storyline. The
Okay.
Civil War Spider-Man.
Ooh. Oh, interesting.
Okay, so now looking at the storyline in a vacuum, it is actually not that bad. It makes sense to have Spider-Man side with Iron Man at first, considering their relationship in the new Avengers comics. And it makes sense for him to swap sides when he discovers the direction Iron Man is taking and all of that. Unmasking Spider-Man and killing Aunt May also opened up a whole bunch of storylines, so it's okay there. That could explore the fallout of Spider-Man's actions during Civil War. So no complaints there. But however, if we take this out of the vacuum and just point it into Marvel and say it's a Spider-Man series. I mean, like, this is very bad for Spider-Man in a way. Like, it's like, my God, I'm trying to think of some answers. Kingpin in it?
Yeah, I know King. Yeah, I
Okay,
remember that.
Kingpin could have been, um, you know, like, so they basically say that guy that Daredevil fights a lot, but it went backwards basically with him as a character, in my own opinion. Um, I mean, like, I don't know. As like a Spider-Man series, I don't like Civil War, the comic book, you know, as a Spider-Man series, but as a series of Marvel, it makes sense. I know, unpopular opinion, but it's just me. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I would understand that. I mean, it's definitely weird for me, but you know,
I
to each
mean,
their own, I suppose.
it's like, like Kingpin was in leagues with Green Goblin. I did not really like that much
No,
because, I mean, like, isn't it a little bit weird to just, like, Green Goblin's supposed to be crazy. He's trying to become like the biggest bad of New York. That's really his goal. He's trying to be crazy, basically. Like, that's what a Green Goblin is. And we saw that basically in all the cartoons and all of that, but he never teams up with Kingpin for anything, and it's just a little bit weird. Um, Ryan,
no, you're good, Sour. You're good.
God darn it, Ryan! I seriously, you are a disappointment.
Um,
Now we have
so
a troll here.
now hang on. Maybe he's not a troll. Maybe he's
Okay, fine. I'll let
uh
him go.
my number 8, I believe. So I'm gonna combine these two because they're technically in the same story, but I'm going with final chapter slash gathering of five. Austin, I know you don't agree with me that Miles Morales should be. No, I mean, I'm not saying he shouldn't be the next live action Spider. Here, I'll talk about it after this. Zach is getting my cool to come on after your top 10. Sure, man. I don't. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, guys, no problem. I can have you guys on for a bit. Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I will be right back. I'm just going to go get a drink, Austin, if that's
All
fine
right.
with you.
Yeah, yeah. My number 8 is the final chapter slash gathering of five. This story was very dumb. And when I mean very dumb, I mean this was bad in execution and just everything. Now, let's start off with the whole just the gathering of five stuff. It basically felt like a Dungeons and Dragons like plot with just the gathering of five, and it just doesn't work for Norman Osborn as a character because that's just so stupid. Like even for like a story, that's dumb. So basically, it's like a part of a ceremony. What? Like it's just so dumbed down, people. It is. It's just so dumb. And then the final chapter is basically Spider-Man and the Green Goblin fighting. And then so the entire plot and the plot twist was originally supposed to be that remember Mary Jane was pregnant in the Clone Saga and then she lost the baby.
Okay. Which storyline are you talking about now?
I'm talking about the Gathering of Five slash the final chapter.
The final chapter. Shoot, do I even have that on here? I know I have. My next one is the first chapter.
Hang on, so
Or
basically they were
chapter one. Sorry, my bad.
The original twist was going to be that they were going to bring back Baby May. Well, it turns out that it was actually Aunt May this entire time, and that the Aunt May that died previously.
See, now that's the thing. That's the thing. That type of stories, I mean, like, it. Okay, so it seems like Star Wars is good with making stories like very complicated stories, like, for example, cloning stories and all these other great stories. But it seems like no one else knows really how to do that. Because you know what that really sounds like? In the Lego Movie 2, Emmett had like there okay, so the main villain of Lego Movie 2 was future Emmett, and all that he wanted to do was end his past self, basically. So really it sounds like that with all these type of stories.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. And to me, here's my thing with Spider-Man stories. Do not like make them overly complicated or else it's going to basically be really bad. Like complicated stories can work if you got the right writers, but whoever wrote like this
Like
story,
Stanley
yeah,
can write a complex story, but guess what? I mean, like, some of these stories, like, even the comics now, in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, that's, like, very well done series, by the way. Go check that out. I mean, like, the newer issues, like, did you actually know in the latest Amazing Spider-Man issue, of the latest run, Green Goblin and Spider-Man teamed up, actually.
I heard about that. I have not read it yet.
It's actually very well done. I recommend that you read it because I read it just the day before
Interesting.
at the shop.
Well, but again, back to this Gathering of Five Final Chapter thing. They brought back Aunt May again, which I'm like, already this is a stupid concept because that was a factor in that whole stupid storyline where Peter's parents come back and then it's revealed that they were robots and then he has like a mental breakdown and then like Aunt May dies and then like to me it's like now you're retconning stuff and it just doesn't work in this context.
I'm trying to remember this story. Was it in the 90s?
It was basically right around the end of the Clone Saga. Right, it was basically around the end of that.
Okay, I'm trying to think if because in this issue, in this issue, the Amazing Spider-Man issue 365, Peter's parents come back.
Yeah, yeah. That was the issue I was talking about. This was like way afterwards.
But yeah, this is way afterwards because in this issue, we find out that it was Chameleon doing it. I'm pretty sure, or something like that. I'm pretty sure it was Chameleon, doing it. If I'm thinking correctly, but yeah.
But that was basically my number 8. Was that I just don't like how they brought Aunt May back again. Like
Yeah,
she's a character
yeah.
that if you kill her off, keep her dead. Like I understand that they're trying to give Peter more of like a conflict here, but still, it's like she's old enough where she dies, it would work, and you don't have to bring her back.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why just keep her dead. It was just dumb. It was like it felt like a Dungeons and Dragons like type of thing. I didn't like it. So
Also, can I actually answer Deshaun's question?
yeah.
Okay, so yes, Sony does own some rights to Kingpin, and same thing with Marvel because of everything. Because basically, Sony owns more rights for Kingpin, all because Kingpin first appeared in Spider-Man and everything. So, and he was originally a Spider-Man villain before becoming a Daredevil villain.
I would think Marvel owns Kingpin because Fox did the Daredevil movie with Kingpin in it. So
No, but
maybe
here's the thing. No, but Disney also, you gotta remember the whole Netflix show also. But then you also gotta think, Well, Sony made Into the Spider-Verse and the Spider-Man game with Kingpin in both of them very majorly. So
Well, maybe both Marvel and Sony own them
that's
because if
why I just said they both own them, but Sony owns more because they can put in whatever the heck they want, like the games, you know.
yeah. But
Um,
uh, get to
but yeah,
your
my
number seven.
storyline next would be Chapter 1. The storyline in, yes, the 90s again. Okay, so it's 1998 to 1999, if my notes are actually correct. So we kick off with the storyline that isn't necessarily bad, but is incredibly ill judged. In 1998, Spider-Man had been through what is called to be described as Marvel in the 90s, which, if you know anything about comic book history, I'm sure you understand. I'm sure that you understand that sentence, believe it or not. So to recapture the flagging audience, the series had lost due to plots and nonsensical twists. Marvel decided to rewrite and update Spider-Man's origins, if you remember, in
Yeah,
this. And also, unlike Ultimate Spider-Man, what they did was not change all of that. They just simply tweaked some of the earlier classic Lee and Dicto stories. So I did like that in Ultimate Spider-Man, though, not in Chapter 1. Um, so, I mean, like, this storyline, I mean, like, I'm glad that the comic is now not non-canon. I'm pretty sure that they made it non-canon, so I'm glad that they did that. But my God, that issue was terrible.
oh yeah, it wasn't good. Well, surprisingly, I don't have it next. I actually this might be controversial. I'm going with Back in Black,
Back in Black, okay.
and I'll explain why. I think the purpose of the story was because this came around the same time as the Spider-Man 3. So I think they were maybe trying to do something as like a little tie-in for it. And it basically takes place after Civil War, and Peter, is on the run with Aunt May and Mary Jane, and Aunt May gets shot, and she's basically in a coma, and that she's close to dying, and Peter goes off the deep end, whereas the Black Suit tries to kill Kingpin. And again, I understand this whole because, like, again, I understand his motive, and it's not that the motive is bad. It's just the way that they go back on it, and Peter's like, "Oh, I'm not going to kill you." Like, don't get me wrong, that's great, but at the end of the day, it's like I would think it would be a lot better and a lot more satisfying, especially since it's not going to matter anyway because the next storyline is going to retcon that too. You could have just had Peter kill Kingpin
Yeah.
and then maybe go off something like that. And then it's like you could have killed Aunt May here. Why? Oh God, I fucking. This is the again a problem with the storyline. This storyline doesn't work because it gets retconned.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I hate One More Day so much. That's why I hate Back in Black because it makes no sense, no purpose. Don't read it. Oh my God, fuck me, man.
Fuck me. I can feel that pain. All
All right,
right.
go to your number 6 while I try to relax.
Okay, so my number 6 would be The Other. 2005 to 2006. Booyah. All right, so another crossover between Spider-Man titles. And I mean, like, it's a 4-part story, yet there were 13 exclusive variants covers. And so basically, well, Peter gets into a mystery illness, if you remember, and he is hunted by Morlum, who is a vampire, but not at the same exact time. Uh, he gets snot being beaten out of. Well, yeah, he gets beaten. Sorry, my bad. I don't know what that guy just typed. he gets he eats Morlem's neck, if you remember.
Oh yeah, trust me, I have the other in my list as well.
And I am not kidding with that. Then he dies in MJ's arms, if you remember.
Oh yep, I remember.
And I mean, like, it's basically serving a stopgap between the new Avengers and Civil War. And I'm pretty sure I can safely assume that they were only making a crossover just to milk the variant covers.
Yeah,
Because the variant covers were actually very well done.
yeah, the variants are cool, except the story sucks.
That's the thing. It's like I would have that on display here if I really wanted to, but no. I mean, like, the other is a piece of crap. But yeah, that's just getting down to the very bad, bad, bad ones.
Yeah, trust me, my top five are bad, 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 the bad, bad, bad. Uh,
Exactly.
oh, trust me. And my number six, again, this might be controversial, but I'm gonna go with Dying Wish. Now, the thing is with Dying Wish, it does.
What? The
Now, hang on.
Messiah, what? What? I'm sorry. No, what the Messiah just said before, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What, brother? What? Spider-Man 2 is the best one. Or at least the second or third best. I
No,
mean,
it's the best one.
that's what I think too. It is the best Spider-Man film. But I mean, like, people also say, well, Into the Spider-Verse might be their favorite. And I'm like, you know what? I can get by that. Same thing with the first one.
Hmm.
I mean, like, whoa, bro, what? Spider-Man 2 is your least favorite? Okay, I never even heard someone say that, but okay, Messiah. All right.
But back to my number six, Dying
All
Wish. Now, I know you read this comic. So basically, this is like bridging the gap between this of the Amazing Spider-Man run from about 90, I would say like around 99 to about 2013 or 2012, somewhere around there.
Mhm.
And with Superior Spider-Man, it's not that the concept is bad. It feels like an Elseworld story. This doesn't feel like a normal Spider-Man story. They kill Peter off, they have Doc Ock, and it's so uncomfortable too. Like Doc Ock is dying, but Peter's brain or is like in Doc Ock's body, and it's so uncomfortable just to see him like slowly die, and it's so just it makes me so like weirded out when reading it because it's like you see him at his like most vulnerable. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, that's good, right? No, I just don't think it's a great storyline at all. And Superior Spider-Man's good, but it was just so like, especially like reading it back, it's like Dying Wish just feels really weird, and it doesn't feel like a great segue. Even though I think Superior Spider-Man was a great story arc, even though I just thought it was not, ugh, didn't like it.
Wait, what was your? Sorry, I was just checking on the chat. All right, so um, it was you were mentioning Superior Spider-Man at the end, right?
Yeah, I said Dying Wish was just did not feel like a good
Yeah, Dying Wish
segue.
is yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was making sure. I'm like, wait a second. You said my God, I forget the name of it that you just said. Because I actually have Superior Spider-Man on my list, and that's
Really? You
my
have
next
Superior
one.
Spider-Man as a whole? Whoa, okay.
That's actually my next one, everyone. All right, so my next one is actually the Superior Spider-Man. So I do not like the Superior Spider-Man comics. I don't care. Um, like okay, I like the art and somewhat of the writing's good. Okay, but I mean like the central premise is a little bit bad. Okay, just imagine that. Okay, like okay, you know what? I mean, like, really? I'm looking at my notes. Seriously, if you actually look at my notes, right? You know what? I'm actually gonna look at my notes. I'm saying no, 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 no. So you know what? I'm gonna let Austin actually explain, at least what the Superior Spider-Man is about.
So basically, Superior Spider-Man is Doc Ock's brain goes into Spider-Man's
Okay.
body, and
Yeah,
then
and let me actually bring this up. I did like what they did in the cartoon. They did it in Marvel Spider-Man, in which, guess what? I'm actually going to create a video probably sometime. I don't know when, but I'm actually going to review that series because guess what? That series is actually very well done. Okay? I'm glad that did not get canceled. And guess what, Ryan? I'm looking at you. Ryan hates Marvel Spider-Man.
oh shit.
I mean, I love that show. I mean, like, sure, Miles is not from a different dimension, and like Spider Gwen is not from a different dimension, and they're in the same dimension. Still, it's still a good show because it's a mix of the new and mix of the old. And guess what? I will say one thing that's better with Marvel Spider-Man over MCU Spider-Man. They mention Uncle Ben like every single episode of Marvel Spider-Man. But back to Superior Spider-Man. I mean, like, I liked what the heck they did in the cartoon with him because Doc Ock, like, it was like a character arc for Doc Ock. He slowly turned good and everything, and we saw that in this issue. I just did not like the beginning of it. All right,
Yeah,
and
the
no,
beginning
Ryan,
of
it's
Superior
not
Spider-Man
bad.
is bad. I will say about Superior Spider-Man, the beginning is bad. Like I would say from
Okay,
Dying Wish to the beginning of Superior Spider-Man was bad, but as the series continued, it was good. But the problem was it was that it was too short as well. Like it didn't go on long enough.
that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, like, but you know what, Ryan? You are wrong about it. All right, it's better than Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say it's better than Ultimate Spider-Man. Marvel Spider-Man's definitely not in the top for me, but it's definitely more like in the middle.
Oh, to me, it's in the middle too. Yeah, my top two are Spectacular Spider-Man and the original '90s one. Those are like
My
my top two.
my
Then it
number
would
one
be
is clearly Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
no, it doesn't, Ryan. It has good animation. No, it doesn't have boring characters. Have you even seen the show, Ryan? Or is that now going to be another show that I'm going to add you to? And Ultimate's not bad. It's just it's okay. All right, like
Uh,
Ultimate's not bad. Like Green Goblin was great in Ultimate.
Yeah, I would say so.
Symbiotes were I will say the symbiote stuff was good in the beginning, but then by season 3, the symbiote stuff got out of control.
All right, well, let's get back
Yes,
to the
it does
list.
have good animation, Ryan. Shut up. Hey, I believe the characters were talking. They were opening their mouths. It's a lot better than some characters that don't even open. And yes, I have seen it. It sucks. Have you seen the entire show? Have you sit down and watched all 3 seasons like me? Because it does get better in the second season. I will acknowledge that.
All right, can we get back to the list? Guys, please. We can continue this argument later.
Sure, Ryan. Of course, you have to bring up Death Note, but I actually like Death Note too. All right, but at least in Marvel Spider-Man, they open their mouths, and it seems like they're actually talking, unlike Death Note. While sometimes they open their mouths. Okay, you know what? I'll chill down. All right, because I don't want to go into cello.
Good. All
I'm
right.
sorry,
So,
Austin. You can continue.
all right. So number five. You can continue the argument style once we get the list done. How about that? That's a good compromise.
Okay.
All right. So your number five was Superior Spider-Man, correct?
Yes.
All right. My number five is not even a Spider-Man story, but I just had to put it on the list because it basically has the same names of the characters. Remember the storyline called Trouble?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it had characters named Richard, Mary, May, Ben, Circumstantial Right. And first of all, I would just like to say this storyline is so bad. It's so bad. It's horrible. So basically, it's about teen pregnancy or whatever. And then it's pretty much revealed that May was kind of like Peter's mom. And then, like, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
I would
Do
have.
I even need to continue?
I would have. Um. Oh my God, we have a troll in the chat again.
Oh, yeah, Robert Tyrone. Yep.
We know that he's a troll.
Yeah, he is.
Spider-Man Far From
But my God, it's Trouble is so bad, guys. It's so bad.
Trouble is bad, and guess what? I completely forgot about it. I just grabbed issues that said Spider-Man on it. I completely forgot about Trouble. But
But that's all I have to say about it. It's basically bad. Number four.
yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay. So for me, my next one would be Spider-Man Rain. Have you heard of Spider-Man Rain?
Oh, Spider-Man Dark Reign? Isn't that what it's called? Or Spider-Man Reign?
It said Spider-Man Rain. That's the title of it. So basically, Mary Jane dies in it,
Oh, I know how she dies in it too.
and it's thankfully now non-canon.
Not canon, thank God. Well, I'll say this about Reign though. It's not horrible. It's basically kind of like
Oh
what they
no,
did
it's
with Batman.
terrible. It's
It's not
terrible for
good.
me. It's
And
terrible.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying it's not as bad.
The Messiah, are you okay? Whatever. So I mean, like Marvel attempt to make a Spider-Man version of The Dark Knight Returns,
And it
and
wasn't as good.
and it falls at the first hurdle by giving us an unmentionable information about Spider-Man's reproductive system issues. It also fields an all-star cast of very worky, like Spider-Man villains.
Yeah, like Venom
except
was in it, I think.
except Doc Ock. All right, and also I just did not need to know, nor I did not want to know at all. Because why would I want to know that the fact that Spider-Man has radioactive semen?
It's so dumb.
I mean, like, we did have a classic moment from Electro, which I did like that, but I mean, like, Spider-Man, like, quitting and, like, killed MJ with sex. I mean, like, that's one word. Amazing. Nope. That is fucked up. I've
Fucking
spoken.
terrible. Yeah, that was bad. That was so stupid. But you want to know my number four? And I swear to God, I hate this because you want to know why? Because One More Day fucking retcons this too. Fucking the other. First of all, let's just take away the fact
Oh,
that
you're on. Yeah,
Spider-Man.
the other. Yeah, 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 yeah. I had that.
So let's take away the fact that Spider-Man gets jobbed out to a vampire, and it's not against any of his other foes. No, 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 no. Let's have him job out to the one villain that no one knows, no one cares about, a fucking vampire named Moreland, and he rips his eye out. I'm like, this storyline sucks to begin with. And so he's dying from like this unknown disease that they don't really go to explain. And it's like, how is he dying from this? First of all, like I know like he kind of comes back, but my God, it makes no sense. And by the way, he gets beaten. How the fuck is he still alive? Like the concept is so dumb and so bad. And then like he fights a spider, and then it's like he comes back, and then like the spider kills him in the web.
Austin's on those spiders again, guys.
Fuck this. I God, I fucking hate this storyline. I hate everything up to this point with Spider-Man. You think the 90s was bad. These three storylines, these next few storylines, and like I think this came out like around 2010. 2010 was an awful year for this character too. The fucking other Back in Black, you had One More Day, Brand New Day, all in the span of the exact same time.
Yeah,
This is terrible. You
yeah.
had fuck, I hate it. And then so they get rid of the web shooters. He has now webbing from non-web shooters, organic webbing.
So
Oh
it's basically
God.
more like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah. And you want to know what the sad part is? They retcon this too with One More Day because we got to retcon everything because the person in charge thought it was a good idea to retcon this character. Fuck that person. God, I hate him.
And Kavari and Ryan are like, whoa. With the radioactive semen.
Chris is here. What up, Chris? Hello, chat. What's up? And enjoying all here. Stop by, leaving a like. Have a great stream. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you,
Thank
Chris.
you. I appreciate it. You missed if you're still here, Chris, you missed my rant on Spider-Man the Other. Trust me, I'm gonna have more rants coming because this
I'm
top five is worse.
rant. All right, so guess what is my what's next? Guess what's next?
Number three.
Yeah, guess what's number three? Come on, guess
I can guess.
Pass. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone remembers that classic moment where Gwen Stacy dies by the hands of Green Goblin? Right?
Oh yeah, great storyline.
That's one of my favorite storylines. But it's one of the most important moments in comic book history and to the Spider-Man character alone. And is considered a turning point in the comic book industry. Okay? Comic book industry and storytelling as a whole with that the hero failed. Well, this storyline completely ruins it. So apparently the reason that Goblin threw Gwen off a bridge was not because he wanted to mess with Peter Parker and destroy and ruin his life by killing the very woman that he loves and his true love in life. No. It's because he wanted to hide the fact that Gwen had recently given birth, despite not being very evident in the story. It's basically retconning she was pregnant, basically. Why? Why? Gwen did not need to be pregnant with baby goblins, all right? And they were even twins. I mean, like, this storyline completely shits over the storyline in which I love. And I'm telling you, as a guy who loves The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I thought it was very great and all of that, it completely, like, you can watch that and then like read this, you'll be like, what the fuck just happened? Like, seriously, Gwen's death is, to me, the best thing that we received, besides for some things in the comic books. But I mean, like, that's one of the best storylines, probably my second favorite storyline ever in Spider-Man history, or it would have been my number one. My favorite one is actually this storyline right here in issue 365. But the reason why it's my favorite is because it was the first ever Spider-Man issue that I have ever read.
Interesting.
So,
Oh God. So
it
you know
just
what,
completely shit
Android?
over it.
We I think we're on the same wavelength length here because my number three is also Sins Past. This storyline is so fucking bad. It makes Gwen Stacy so unlikable here. I didn't like because the original plan was that those are supposed to be Peter's kids. But then, of course, that same idiot at Marvel was like, "No, let's not do that. Instead, how about we just make it Norman Osborn's? Because fuck you, fans. Give me money." And you want to know what pisses me off about this too? Out of everything we're leaving canon, out of everything, out of after one more day, after everything we erased, we're still keeping Sins Past canon. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't consider it canon.
I don't consider it canon either. And you know what? That I don't even need to explain it because you pretty much explained it all for me. So now we are going to our number two. And trust me, I think we're both gonna have lengthy rants on our number twos and our number ones. So
Well, my number two is your number one.
God.
All right.
Number one is definitely where I'm ranting for a long time.
One more day.
God, just that name makes me want to like choke somebody.
2007, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So with all the aforementioned terribleness, how do you top all of that, basically? Besides for my number one. How do you beat confusing arcs of purposeful, terrible 90s style fest comics? Body swapping shenanigans. Two. Well, it's very quite simple. Really. You undo 20 years worth of continuingly in such a manner that means nobody comes out looking good. The writers, nope. Characters, nope. Marvel, yeah, right. The story of Peter selling himself to the devil to save Aunt May's life is a kick in the testicles. Okay? It's a kick in our testicles, which are probably radioactive.
God's sake.
No, I marvel. Yeah, even my notes I have jokes in. Alright. To any longtime Spider-Man fan, Peter and MJ's relationship is probably the second most cherishful romance in comic book history besides for him and Gwen Stacy, okay? And they are great together, and also Lois and Clark, I guess. And this undoes that. All right, it completely undoes that. At the time this was published, the pair had been married for 20 years. Just remember that. 20 years. Okay? Longer than some fans had even been alive. A lot of people hadn't read a Spider-Man comic where Peter and MJ weren't an item. They also undid Peter's revealing himself in Civil War, meaning that storyline would be consigning to the pit of good God. That was a bad idea that had no payoff, wasn't it? I'm all for changing things up because I like to see new things and maybe some storylines were secretly not what we were thinking. That's why I like Palpatine and The Rise of Skywalker being the one who orchestrated the entire sequel trilogy. I actually like that. But if it's something that completely undoes like the overarching story and makes it horrible, that's bad. And that's what this does. I mean, like 20 years. 20 years. I mean, like, and the way they did it was so just stupid. All right. Okay. So Aunt May had already died. Um, and come back to life twice previously, having the Parkers make a deal with Mephisto out of all people, basically the devil in Marvel Comics. Also, Mephisto was in the Infinity Gauntlet ones, if you guys want to actually check out Mephisto, and he is actually an enemy of Doctor Strange, but I digress. And ineffective, scarring their unborn child, which is what Mephisto implies when it's revealed that the strange girl the couple had been seeing throughout the story is the child they will now never have. Just paint the pair in the worst light possible. And basically, I can say this: no one dies, and everyone is the same as they were when they were created, and they do, and if they do develop, retcon, 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 and retcon, because God forbid characters age, grow up, have families, pass on their mantles to the next generation, or even die. But guess what? This completely undoes that, and retcon, 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 retcon. Okay, I'm done.
All right, well, my number two is also your number one. I'm actually combining both storylines because they're both bad, and that is the Clone Saga in every single Spider-Man title. I don't care whether it's Ultimate Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, this miniseries. Fuck the Clone Saga and the Clone Conspiracy. Now, let's take away the fact that Ben Riley is a great character. I will admit that. And yes, we do introduce Kane here. Like, this storyline deserves a little bit more credit in terms of introducing certain characters. However, this storyline goes on way too long. It's too convoluted. It makes too many bad decisions that ultimately lead to nothing. And the basic premise of this is, again, actually no. I'm going to give everybody a bit of a history lesson here, and I'm going to tell everybody why this is so asinine and stupid.
All right.
Basically, the first Clone Saga takes place right around after the night Gwen Stacy died. This is where the Clone Saga originates, everybody. And this storyline wasn't great, but it wasn't as confusing or contrived either, because at least they give a simple explanation to who's the clone, who's not. Okay, fine. Then we get to the 90s, where Spider-Man is probably one of the worst titles ever, with the Clone Saga. And the basic premise is Aunt May's dead again. They killed her off, but never mind, because the final chapter pretty much retcons that too. And so basically, Ben Riley shows up, and then he becomes Scarlet Spider. Then Mary Jane gets pregnant, and then like Peter retires as Spider-Man, because the original premise of the Clone Saga was to make Ben Riley the new Spider-Man, so that way Spider-Man could go back to his roots. Remember his roots, Nindroid, his roots, where he's going to be a lighter character. He's going to be, but again, the people didn't like it, so I blame the people too. But I also blame the writers because they suck. They overextend it to This storyline was supposed to go a few months. This went over a year. I would say a year to 2 years.
That's
It
true.
went too long.
Yeah.
And the fact that, and then it was like originally Ben Riley wasn't the clone, and then like it's later revealed at the end that he was the clone, and then he dies, and then it's like,
Yep.
what
Yep.
the fuck was the
Yep.
purpose of this? And then they did a mini series as well. And don't get me wrong, the miniseries is better because at least it's not like a year's worth of storytelling, but it's still not that good. It's again pointless because they do not reveal who the clone is. They don't reveal who, like, they basically just say, "Oh, well, it doesn't matter." Well, it kind of matters to me. At least give like an explanation that says, "Oh, well, Peter's the clone or Ben Riley's the clone." Yeah, that makes sense. That would have made more sense, but nope, let's. And then Ultimate Spider-Man did the exact same storyline. Now, I'll give Ultimate Spider-Man this. Out of every single title, I think the Ultimate Spider-Man did it better.
Yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man did do it better, but that's not saying that much.
No, it was shorter. But again, it was just really weird. So one of the clones was Scorpion, and then like another
Mhm.
clone was Kane, and then like
It
one
was
had four
Kane. It was
arms.
Kane. Yeah, it was Kane.
And then Mary Jane becomes like this monster, or whatever.
Well,
I don't.
I'm gonna slowly interrupt. Your BFF is here.
Oh, my BFF is here.
Yeah,
Hey,
your
hey,
BFF.
BFF, what's up? What's up, Emma? What's up, BFF?
Yeah,
But
but
my,
let's continue on because we're gonna continue this rant.
and then so you know how it obviously remember how it obviously worked once, and you know how it obviously worked the second time, and you know how it obviously worked the third time they did it.
Oh
Well,
yeah, the third time. Yeah, that's actually forgettable that one time. Um,
well, if it worked once, do it the fourth time. Back to the top, everybody. Da 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 da. Clones, and so they did the
well,
clone conspiracy. This brings back Ben Riley. The story arc is stupid. He brings back everybody that Peter loves except Uncle Ben for some reason because he was like, "No, I want Peter to win." No, you should have done it first, you moron. Aren't you the exact clone of Peter? And like this, it's so dumb. He becomes a jackal, and it's like, who cares? It's like this story makes no sense. It's like I can give the Clone Saga more credit. That's why it's not number one, and it doesn't retcon 20 years of storylines. And also, that's another thing too. With One More Day, Peter and Mary Jane are no longer married.
here
How
we
does the
go,
Clone Saga still
guys. Here
happen?
we go into the
How does the
wild
Clone
blue yonder.
How does the Clone Saga even happen? How does it happen? Somebody please explain to me. How does this happen? This
Yeah.
makes no sense in the story context. How does even Peter know who Ben Riley is in Clone Conspiracy? How? Should he not exist because One More Day retcons it?
Okay, so I'm wiping my nose on a I meant not a cabinet, my God. On a towel, Emma, if you really need to know, Miss Nitpick. But okay. Um, but can I just because my number one is your number two, so we'll just continue right on. All right. My number one is the Clone Saga. And I mean like the Clone Saga, like you guys know that my here's the funny thing. Amazing Spider-Man issue 365, my first ever comic book ever and my favorite Spider-Man issue comes from the 90s era. And there are many good Spider-Man stories in the 90s, like many good comics. But let me tell you, there are many bad ones also. And guess what? This is the mother of all bad ones. And no, it's not the Steelers pajamas that you got me, all right? But I mean, like, so I just mean it like the Clone Saga. You basically told everything that I was going to point out. Aunt May dies, Peter's clone dies, and has possibly been brought back at some point in the Spider Verse. I'd imagine. Uh, Also, Jackal, quote unquote, dies. Just, I mean, like, shut up, AJ. And, I mean, like, it's just bad.
And the sad thing is, it shouldn't even exist. Why is
That's
it still canon?
that's the thing. Um, you know what? If you really actually need proof, Emma, I could go get my Steelers stuff out of my cabinet. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, whatever. But I mean, shut up, AJ. I mean it. Okay, yeah.
Also, can we
My
talk about how Mary Jane was pregnant and then she loses the baby. What point, purpose of that? It left a sour taste in my mouth, just like they left a sour taste in everybody's mouths. Good job, Marvel. You're clearly better than DC on this. Congratulations. I'm going to give you a fucking round of applause for this. Fuck's sake, man. I swear to God, Marvel. Oh God, I want to choke those people who real. What were they thinking? Oh God, and I'm not even at my number one, and I'm already pissed. Jesus Christ. And you know what? Just get this out of the way. My number one is One More Day. Oh God, this is the part where I'm really gonna go off, and I don't give a fuck who listens to this. And I don't give a shit. If you like this story, you are somebody who is insane. I don't care who
I
you
think
are.
no one should like it.
One More Day is the worst Spider-Man storyline of all time. And yes, the Clone Saga
Also,
was
his
confusing.
name is AJ, Emma. Get it right. AJ's great, all right?
The storyline was confusing. The basic premise was that Aunt May, again, should have died here, but because again, Aunt May's so important, we have to keep her alive. So she's in a coma, and Peter and Mary Jane are trying to find a way to save her. And of course, no one can save her because, this is the Marvel universe. You have magic people, you have people from Wakanda, and people are going to make the excuse that Civil War just happened. I don't give a fuck. This is so stupid. And he is based, and then the little girl thing where it's revealed that it was May the entire time. Are you kidding me? What? Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my shit here. Like, did they explain earlier that the freaking that she wasn't even a? I'm going to fucking lose it. I'm not. I can't. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand why they would do this. So they go to Mephisto to basically fucking save Aunt
Emma,
May.
Emma, Austin curses all the time. Well, not all the time, but he does curse once in a while, so you should get used to it. He's already cursed on Galactic Chat.
Because this storyline pisses me off so much.
Yeah, if you actually want to hear more cursing from Austin, check out the Hands of Time review.
And you know what? This is not even a time to even plug anything. I want to fucking lose my shit here. So they go to Mephisto to save Aunt May because, of course, we have to save her. So he's like, "Oh, I want your marriage, not I want your soul, or no, I want your life." No, it had to be your marriage because of reasons.
Yeah, that's another thing.
This,
I mean, like, there are many problems in it. I'm gonna continue and say that. I mean, like, yeah, it's just bad. It might actually be my least favorite, but I mean, like, the Clone Saga, I suffered more through.
And you want to know what the topping is on the shit cake? You want to know what this is?
Yeah, sure.
They retconned 20 years of fucking storylines, which means the Clone Saga and everything before this means nothing. The other means nothing. Back in Black means nothing. Everything up to this point means nothing. You can just skip everything up to this point, and oh God, this is the worst thing I've ever fucking read. I hope it burns in hell where it belongs, and just read Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, because that is the continuation of that story. Everything is not canon in my opinion, because fuck One More Day. It sucks, and I hope it's never mentioned again in front of me, or else I will personally be punching that person right next to me. Fuck's sake.
I think I just sent a link to Zach because he said that he can come on and talk about his top 5 or top 10.
God, I just
we have 9 people watching. I want to thank the 9 people. Austin's,
Yeah,
you know.
thank you guys for coming on, or thanks for coming in the chat. Oh God, I swear to God, I swear. Oh God, man. Oh fuck.
What? Yeah, you know what? I'm in some honor courses, not all of them, but okay, sure, why not? I don't
Fucking
care.
one more day. I can't fucking believe this. I got close. Oh God, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't. I
Okay, let's
don't.
not talk about it. All right, and let's actually get to the comments in which Mr. Kavari left in the beginning of.
Oh God. Yep. 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 Uh. So Warner
Okay.
Meat or there's a Green Lantern.
So, no, you aren't. You know what, Emma? That's actually false because I have English. You know, math, I do have algebra 1, I will admit that. And I mean, like, I'll be honest. Okay, Andrew.
All right, no problem. Oh
So we're
God.
Spider-Man now. But Emma, number one, I have English, I have history, so you better shut up, all right? Because I can even pull out my schedule and prove it to you, all right? But guess what? I won't do it on air, so you.
Oh God. All right. So I have to. So I know there's a Green Lantern one, and then like Kavar, if you can resend
Okay,
those because
so
you
basically
commented.
the Green Lantern one, um, did you hear that the original Green Lantern is gonna be in it?
Alan Scott.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in the show. And then supposedly they're saying that they're gonna make him gay, in which I mean like that already sounds a little bit weird because Green Lantern's not gay. Alan Scott's not gay, but okay. Um but they do have the girl one, if you remember. What's her name?
Fuck. I don't know.
The girl's gonna be in it. The link didn't work. Well, I'll work. I'll try again.
You just reshared your. Yeah. There you go. Fuck.
No,
Kavar
no,
says I
I just had
hear.
to quickly. Um, I had to quickly just do this quick. Boom, 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 boom. Bam. Yes, and then.
Kavar says I hear he wants the Russo brothers to run DC, but would DC fans accept Marvel's leftovers? Well, as long as it's not one more day that they're accepting, then you know what? More to it. And he's got the Michael mask on. Very nice. Looking like the Halloween Resurrection mask. Very,
Oh,
very
what?
stylish.
You take that back.
Well, I mean, with the eyes, it kind of like the Halloween.
I know. It's just. It's because I
God.
don't have the sunglasses. Like, I found a thing where I can put, like, black sunglasses in it. Has that effect
Mm,
with the eyes, you know?
yeah.
But, how's everyone doing?
Well, I was doing okay, and then I started
I'm
talking
doing okay.
about
Basically with me, I'm just doing okay. Nothing that much. I was feeling good today. Um, wait, what? Really, Deshaun? I did not even know that. But all right. Today
I
I
was
was busy with my mom actually. Emma was down for a little bit. She finally saw Dennis the Menace. If you
hey,
know that movie, so that movie's just amazing. That movie's great.
I haven't seen
I
it
Uh,
was
in a long
having
time, but
I
oh
was
my
having a
god,
good
I
day.
remember laughing. The first 10 minutes, I was there for the first 10 minutes, and then I went outside, listened to some music and all of that, some Star Wars soundtracks, because I always listen to Star Wars soundtracks all
yeah.
the time and everything. And then it's like, oh my god, I was laughing my ass off during just the first 10 minutes. As soon as he got his slingshot and he got the pill right in there, I mean,
Yeah.
like, that's amazing. I mean it. But yeah, I'm doing
Yeah,
fine.
ironic that this looks like the resurrection mask because
It
it's the
does. It
H1
does
one,
though,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
overpriced, but it was worth it. 70
Also,
bucks.
how's your
Oh, sorry, what?
number one, Emma, I did see the first 10 minutes. I was on my computer though, so I did watch the first 10 minutes with you. I just said that, but all right. What the heck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, how's your Magic Railroad thing?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm actually adding more to it. Because you know how I told you that there weren't any actual deleted scenes with Thomas and the other engines?
Yes, I believe I think you said something about that.
There's this YouTube channel called, what is it? I'll look up here real quick. 10 Lee Studios, I think. And they have these like fan-made videos that are based off of concepts that were cut from the Magic Railroad script, and they
Ooh,
made videos out of them.
interesting.
So it has its
Very
own look
interesting.
to it, but yeah, 10 Lee 10, I think. Let's see. And I'm asking for permission to possibly edit those parts, some of these Magic Railroad parts into it, the ones that he made. But if not, then I already have a cut finish that is around 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Very nice.
That's nice, Zach. Yep.
Because I'll admit, a lot of it isn't actual footage. Because I took something that was inspired from the script, where there were going to be classic songs from the classic series, you know,
Yeah.
like Night Train and It's Great to Be an Engine. Some those songs were going to be in the movie, so I took those and added them into the movie too. They aren't
Mhm.
actual scenes within the Magic Railroad, so and I'll admit, like the edit isn't gonna be perfect. Like scene transitions probably don't look will kind of
A
look kind of
little bit
awkward, but
bad. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't look bad, but it's not like
A
because
little
I
bit
did
out
like
of
the best that I
place
could.
in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that.
but yeah,
Um, but yeah, I'm excited to see it because I'm actually thinking of doing a review
oh,
on Thomas and Magic Railroad, and
is it
you're
like
gonna
a
hear,
video or are you thinking
yeah,
of a
yeah,
live
yeah, a
stream?
video.
Oh,
It's
sure.
gonna be a natural video review on it, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be very interesting because I'm kind of mixed on Thomas and Magic Railroad. Now, I'm not one of those haters that say
Mm-hmm.
the whole film's trash, but I
Like not
will,
like nostalgia critic who watched the
yeah,
movie without seeing the show.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna be one of those people because I love the show. I still cherish
Yeah.
that. That was part of my childhood,
Mm-hmm.
part of
And did you hear
my
the news?
ages and everything. I'm still gonna acknowledge that, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it is a mess. The finished project is a
Yeah.
mess. All right, yeah, like that's gonna be
Definitely.
one thing. Also, Emma, yes, I have seen all the Indiana Jones films because George Lucas is my hero and I love them
Crystal Skull
all.
can kiss my ass.
You don't
You
like it?
rate
I don't hate it, but it's kind of like how most people feel about Toy Story 4. It was unnecessary. And it does kind of ruin Last Crusade for me because that one's my favorite. I really like the relationship Indy had with his dad, and Sean Connery was inspired casting, in my opinion.
Also, my favorite Indiana Jones film would have to be Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Yeah,
the
because all
first.
the first three, yeah, like so all the first three are great, but it's just we didn't need a fourth one.
Kingdom on the Crystal Skull is also good, Emma. But I'm still gonna say the fourth one's still good in my opinion. I
Yeah,
know.
like it's not bad. It's just other than the
I
fact
mean,
that they
no, but I wonder what the heck. Like, here's the thing: people give shit about the fourth one, but I say, you know what? It's still good. It's not as good
yeah
as the other three, but it's still good.
I
I
don't
mean,
hate on the things that most people do, like nuke in the fridge thing. Like that's
and
all
then
fine with
people.
me, you know.
No, but I will say I'm a little bit curious what like they're gonna do with Indiana Jones 5 though.
Yeah. 'Cause my only problem is that, because we talked about this before, right? Is like his dad drinks the what was it? The eternal life or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
the Eternal Life. Yeah.
So it should give him eternal life, right? But then the next one, he's dead.
hmm
False
that's really what
advertising.
makes nonsense. You know, like yeah.
Yep.
But
False advertising. You agree, sir? I mean, Austin.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still recovering from my mental breakdown on stream.
okay, now
You're all good. Like I was listening to that, and I don't know very many Spider-Man comics. Like not to do like a best or worst, but the ones I heard is like, woof.
have you heard of the Clone Saga?
I've heard about that one. I just haven't read much about it.
Oh, the Clone Saga is terrible.
It sounds terrible.
No, the only one, just don't read everything. Just don't read anything from the 90s or the 80s or the 70s or the 60s
Hmm.
because it's all retconned. Don't read anything up to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just read
shut
the
up.
newer ones because it's all not
I
canon
don't
now.
count that canon. I've
Yep.
spoken.
And I know it's not comic, but can we put Spider-Man 3 as one of the worst storylines?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I'm also gonna be completely honest. I would rather see Spider-Man 3 than One More Day.
Oh my god, heck yeah. Alright. The movies, I don't even say. I think the movies are a lot better than anything from the top 10 list that I just named.
Imagine, because you were doing the stream right now, and then imagine Marvel announces tomorrow. What's it called again? One More Day.
Yeah,
Imagine tomorrow Marvel Studios announces Tom Holland Spider-Man 3. One More Day storyline confirmed.
I would go to I would go to Marvel and I would choke out Kevin Feige with my bare hands and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
And then Spider-Man 4. The
Are you
Clone
on
Saga.
crack, Mr. Feige? Are you on crack, Mr. Feige? Maybe some
Like,
cocaine?
it's gonna be Terrence in that one stream with Rob where Terrence was like, if they kill off Batman, I'm gonna punch whoever that guy is at WB in the face, and he's gonna show up at WB Studios and he's gonna be like calling the head guy in charge, being like, hey, so I'm looking for the human that greenlit this. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be like, can I see Kevin Feige, please?
And you see the guys writing it in the back, just like.
Yes, we have some cocaine in the back writing the script.
Yeah, man, come join us.
Cocaine, some crack.
We're about
Sure.
to write 3 sequels to the Clone Saga. Come on in.
Yeah, we're gonna make a lot of money.
And you know what that version of One More Day would do? It would
Oh wait,
retcon
no. No, no, no,
everything.
no. This will be the story how the Clone Saga gets a story in the MCU. Kevin Feige's like, so this random person is like, oh my god, I'm the biggest fan of the Clone Saga. You need to adopt it, Mr. Feige. Please, please, oh please. And then Kevin Feige's like, nah. And then the fan's like, hey, maybe I'll pay. How about we go to a bar? He gets him drunk. Then he's like, can we do it? Yeah, sure.
That
Here's
never
some
happened.
paperwork.
Anything that Disney's planning to do with Spider-Man now is something I'm far more excited for than I am for X-Men.
All right,
Yeah.
continue. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say that you know how they're gonna adapt. You know what the One More Day storyline, if they ever did in the MCU, you know what it's gonna do? It's gonna retcon everything from Iron Man 1 to then. And
Yeah.
you know how it's gonna Aunt May is gonna basically be almost dead, and then Peter's gonna be like, all right, look, I'll do anything. He's gonna go to Mephisto, and he's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna erase your relationship from MJ from existence, and he's like, okay.
Yeah, it's bad enough already that they made Aunt May like some young hottie.
Well,
Maybe
I'm
that's why
actually
the
okay.
Maybe that's why Homecoming and Far From Home made bajillions of dollars.
Well, here's the thing with that, Zach. I'm sorry that I was a little bit cutting off with you.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, what I say with the young Aunt May, I'm actually all for young Aunt May. That's the
I
thing.
mean,
I
and I
actually
like that
like her.
actress. It's
I
just,
like the actress. I will say though, she should have been like, "No, I don't want you to become Spider-Man." She should not have been like, "Oh yeah, I'm okay with my like
yeah,
nephew being Spider-Man."
yeah, because
I
that
feel
scene, that's like kind of out of character for her.
yeah, because she even said at the end, "What the."
Yeah, like I would compare it to something else, but we never got to see what Rosemary Harris's version of the character would have done.
uh,
You're from
we
the Tobey
saw
Maguire
her
films.
in the Amazing Spider-Man. We're
Yeah.
talking about the Amazing Spider-Man, Aunt May.
Oh, the Tobey Maguire ones.
Oh, the
That's the
Tobey
best
Maguire
Aunt
one.
May, by the way.
I
She
love.
was
I
amazing.
think that Aunt May was the best. Yes.
Accurate to the comics, accurate to the personality. It was just perfect casting.
Yeah.
Pretty much a lot of the Tobey Maguire films, except Spider-Man 3. Oh, excuse me, I'm allergic to bullshit. But like I said,
Austin.
everything except for Spider-Man 3 was perfect casting.
I
Austin.
yeah.
Speak.
Well, can you give me a sec here?
Yeah. Sure.
Actually, the dude who played
Healer.
Sandman, I actually give it to him. That was actually pretty good. It's the only thing in the movie that I cared about, but hey, it's something, right?
I agree with that. I would say the Maguire one was more comic book accurate, but I feel like
Yeah,
the Holland one feels more realistic.
yeah,
My favorite Aunt May is still the Tobey Maguire one. My
yeah.
second favorite Aunt May would actually have to be the Amazing Spider-Man ones.
It was played by Sally Field. I feel like that gives it a one up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And then it would have to be the young one, but I still don't have a problem with her. I just find that she shouldn't be like I find her like it is kind of weird that she's like, "Oh yeah, my husband just died and now I now like Happy Hogan." It is a little bit weird, but you know what, it's fine.
Hey, Andrew's here.
If there ever was an Uncle Ben,
Oh, did I
that's
miss the
the
Spider-Man
mystery.
topic? What did I miss?
What's up, dude?
I think we're talking about Aunt May and
Yeah, now
Uncle
we're talking
Ben.
about Aunt May.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's
But
like if there ever was an Uncle Ben, probably
yeah.
was. I mean, there'd probably have
Yes,
to be,
there
but
was. You can tell
if you
with the
excuse
brief.
me, I need to take
Oh,
a bit
hey, I
of
got
a
a fun
break.
fact. I got a fun fact. I read in like I think 2017 that as a funny idea, Tom Holland would have wanted Tobey Maguire as his Uncle Ben.
That's what should have happened.
Wait, why Tobey Maguire?
Just because it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, in fact, so I saw a comment. Oh, sorry, I saw a comment where someone said Uncle Ben and May should be Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst, and Richard and Mary Parker, Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone. I think that's a funny concept.
how about those live action Spider-Verse rumors? Do you think they're true?
Oh yeah, I hope so. In fact, uh, you know how much I love my boy Toby.
No. I'm laughing at Ryan's comment right there.
What'd he say?
Hell yeah, threesome.
Oh, dude.
Gross. Gross, Howard.
Thank you for tonight's nightmare.
Oh my goodness.
I cannot get that out of my head now. It's just
Well, Ryan, you
Ryan,
made tonight
you
possible.
won 6
But hey,
Hey, to be honest, we always throw sick jokes in here.
And I'm all for that.
It's just the way that we do. Like even Rob does it, so we're all used to it. So
Imagine that if they actually called the title Spider-Man 3. Some.
I
like
found this recently, but I'm taking it with a grain of salt.
After all, Austin and I were complaining. Austin's taking a break, Emma. That's what he just said, right, Austin?
Yeah.
So, guys, I found this.
Yeah, I think he took a break. Like he actually now I'm in charge because I'm the co-person of the show.
Yeah.
You know how I usually go off and I leave Austin in charge and all of that. So, my favorite underworld movie. That's actually a good question because I actually like the underworld films. Would have to
I've
be.
only seen the first one,
I like,
and that was a long time ago.
I like the second one the most. I love. I
I
really.
guess I remember it being fine. I guess I'd probably have to watch it again.
You know
Maybe
what I
it'd
have
still
to
hold up.
watch? No, but you know what I have to rewatch? Not watch, rewatch again. So you know, every single year I go back and I rewatch the Back to the Future trilogy. I
Mhm.
need to go back and rewatch it for 2020 still. I mean,
Hey,
like,
Wasn't there a 2020 joke in one of the movies?
I think in Canada there might have been if Hanzo sent it to me on Facebook. But would have to be the second one, Emma, for me. What about you, Andrew or Zach?
Problem. I never seen the Underworld movies.
Okay.
And like I said, I've only seen the first one, and it was a very long time ago, so
Mhm.
I don't remember much about it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Hulk.
Holy shit,
Oh.
holy fuck. Hulk is at my door and he keeps saying Hulk smash sauerkraut. Do you think he wants to come
Oh my god. Ooh, Hulk get in. Hulk likes sauerkraut.
And then this follow up. Maybe
Maybe
that's
that's-
Austin, not Hulk.
Maybe because Austin just left for a little bit. Maybe he was right up at Ryan's door being home.
Hey, wait. Hey, guys. I got something funny. Watch this. I'm screen sharing. Watch this.
He's like,
If it was this Hulk,
sour smash.
if it was this Hulk, holy crap.
Oh shit.
Your inside get torn up for life.
Well,
it's
if it doesn't, then I won't
Oh,
deny it.
dude. Oh.
What about this Hulk?
Oh god.
Friggin' Shrek, if he was played by Eric Bana, that's all that movie is to me.
That
Okay,
looks
what
more like
about this
Austin,
Hulk?
So
That's Hulk.
that's Hulk, though.
Oh, you mean the Hulk who went into
more like
Professor Hulk
Austin.
and that? Okay, but okay, let me try this one. Since you saw it, what about Edward Norton's Hulk?
Oh, this is just.
Can we give Professor Hulk credit for one thing?
What's that?
He was the one who snapped everybody back, so can we at least give him that?
Well, I want this Hulk back.
Yeah.
I do want that Hulk back, but guess what? We're gonna get him back.
I don't mind it. I feel like
we're never gonna get him back.
It's not what I would have done with the character, but I do think it's satisfying closure for him. I mean, unless they're still gonna have his character in the movies, you know. But
oh wait, I got one more idea. What about this one?
Oh shit, Lou Ferrigno?
Lou Ferrigno, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's definitely Austin up at Ryan's door.
What? What the fuck? First of all, I should put you in the jello for that comment.
He's just joking, dude.
I'm playing. No, that's just a thing. Like usually when Austin's playing around, trying to screw me over. Like, oh yeah, the Rise of Skywalker's trash. I always say, you know what? For that trashy comment, you calling my film trash, you're saying it's trash. Come back.
Hey,
And
I haven't said it was trash in a long time, sir.
And another thing, when you said the whole Spiders thing, I found this article 2 days ago that I'm taking with a grain of salt. But I want to see what you guys think.
Well, let's see here. Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield in talks.
Yeah, you can read this here.
Why would they reveal that though? Wouldn't Mike say
No, I
you don't
I
show
don't think
any
that's
of that in the
possible. No.
trailer, and it's the biggest, ends up being the biggest surprise of the movie?
But look at
Wouldn't
what the
that
website's from. Fandom Wire.
Is that
Fandom
reliable?
is very like there's some leaks there, but that's it.
Yeah, but yeah.
Some
I mean, this
leaks
was the
are
same
all-
people who did those, who talked about. No, let me find it. They also talked about this.
Yeah, let's talk about Michael Keaton for a second. While at the same time, it's cool that he is coming back for the Flash. You know what my other big emotion is?
Oh boy, is there a butt with him coming back?
Disappointment.
What?
Because that means we're probably never going to get one final Batman movie with him to
Whoa,
close
whoa,
out
whoa, 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 whoa,
the
whoa,
story arc for
whoa.
his version of the character.
What if?
Because it's going to be
What if we get this?
I do like Jello.
What about this,
I
Zach?
wouldn't mind that. And that's what I mean. If we could get one last Batman movie with Keaton to close out his story arc, from Returns and '89,
And this could do
I'd
it.
be I would be perfectly okay with that. Because
Well,
as
wait a
excited as
second.
I am for him coming back in the
You mean at
the
the end
Flash,
of
it's disappointing at the same time knowing that he's not the main focus.
yeah, okay. You mean okay, so this is what I say with the Batman films in the 90s and all of that.
Oh, don't mock Tim Burton.
Tim Burton and Joe Schumacher. That's the same universe. I still say that's the same.
What?
Yeah.
Wrong.
And those
well,
movies
wrong.
weren't Schumacher's fault because apparently he wanted to make movies in the same way as Burton, dark and gritty and all
Well,
that.
wait,
But the
Hold
studios
on a second. Wait, hold on.
Austin.
This is Burton's Gotham.
But it was the studios that forced him to make
But-
what he made, right?
But they still say
This is
that
Schumacher's Gotham. How could this be the same universe?
it's still the same universe, though, guys.
Different.
Yeah, continuity wise.
Continuity.
But even then, casting
stuff
different
within the
actors,
first
don't you think
Batman.
it would confuse people?
Also, Batman 5 was going to be made.
Look at these three right here. How can they be the same
Jack
Batman?
Nicholson's Joker. So that already proves that they're the same universe.
Wait, you mean like?
Were they gonna bring Clooney back as Batman?
Yeah.
So you wanted to see? So it's gonna have Clooney's Batman, and Nicholson's Joker.
No, they were
You
going to mention because in Batman 5, in which that would have been Joe Schumacher's number 3, it was going to be Joker's daughter was going to try and get
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, exactly. And they would have mentioned and shown flashbacks to Jack Nicholson's Joker. All right, that's why
Okay,
I'm
I
saying
get it
that's
now.
the same universe, and they already confirmed it. Or else they would have rebooted it back then. Just being
Yeah, sorry, it just confused me because
Was there a title for Batman 5?
Yes, Batman Triumphant.
yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
That
It just
sounds like a final film kind of title.
Yeah, so yeah, but it confused me because Keaton, Kilmer, and Clooney feel like three completely different Batmans in their characters.
I know, but they're still the same universe. It's almost saying that.
And genuinely, sincerely, I actually thought Val Kilmer was actually a really good Bruce Wayne and a really good Batman. He got the voice right.
Val Kilmer's a very well done actor.
Oh, hey guys. Apparently
I
John
will
wants
say-
Austin to put him in here, so I'm going to show him send him the link.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. But back to what I was actually going to say. It's fine though. Here's some more facts. Alfred had the same exact actor through all 4.
Okay, you're not wrong
Same
with
thing
that.
with Commissioner Gordon.
Yep.
Same universe.
And just when you thought that Michael Gow would always be the best Alfred ever, then they cast Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Seriously, the only thing that changed with the universe was its tone and the Batman actor.
Oh,
That's
and they
really
also kept on Pat Hingle as Commissioner Gordon, right?
that
What about this,
I
Alfred?
I
Zach?
said that. Yeah.
What about this, Alfred? Zach?
I really like him, but it's just, we need to see more of him. It's just give him time to develop. He's
No,
good
go for
already, but
Oh,
it's
this,
he's
just
Alfred.
already
it
fantastic.
needs time. You know what I mean?
What about this,
What do you
Alfred?
think, Austin?
Wait, what was the question?
With Jeremy Irons, Alfred, is that he's good. Just we need more time with him to see if he would be like one of the best.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah,
Like more movies, more screen time and stuff. Hopefully,
yeah,
we'll see some new stuff with him in the Snyder Cut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my
I would really
God.
hope so.
And
What
I
was
already
that, Zach
know that
or
Andy
Andrew?
Serkis is gonna kick it out of the park and the Batman because
Oh yeah, that's about that. Apparently, I've
anything
been.
that guy touches is just immediately becomes an Oscar darling. You know.
No, but
Oh,
just wait. Just wait, okay? Alfred's probably gonna die in that film.
you're kidding
The
me. In
first
his
one,
second year?
No, 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 no. Here's what I'm gonna say. I would laugh if they kill off Andy Serkis again in another film. Just think about it. Star Wars killed off Andy Serkis.
His ass is going to the Jello. I don't want to hear that shit. No one kills off
Oh,
Alfred. Fucking
no
saying
one.
he's gonna laugh. The fuck?
No, I said if they kill off Andy Serkis again in another franchise, okay?
Oh,
Star Wars
he even
killed
dies
off
in King
Andy
Kong
Serkis.
twice. He played a human character and he did the vocal work for the ape, so he technically died twice in one movie.
Okay, three characters actually he died in a franchise. Okay, so he died in Star Wars. Kylo killed him. He did portray Snoke. You gotta remember that.
Yeah.
Claw in Black Panther. He got killed.
That was
Planets of the
that
Apes.
was they killed him off too early.
Planets
Yeah.
of the Apes also. So I would laugh if they kill off Andy Serkis
Oh, Lord of the
in
Rings.
another franchise, that being DC with the
Oh
Bat,
yeah.
you know. Because
hey
I'm like,
guys.
all these franchises are killing off Andy Serkis too quickly.
I have a feeling since it's the early years he won't die, you know?
Hey, when you mentioned like a what if, look at this what if I found.
Ooh, let's see here. What if?
What if Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was in the MCU?
Maybe I would mute the audio because again, even with
Oh, then you
I,
won't know. Never mind.
I don't think it's in LCU.
what was that, Deshaun?
I said that I don't think Tobey Maguire would fit in the LCU as Spider-Man.
You don't think
Am I
fit?
able to do this as a mod, like do the screen thing?
No, I have to share the screen. Like you can share the screen if you're on a computer. Like it says share screen on the bottom, and then
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I see the screen.
Austin has to confirm it.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's the thing.
But I
here's
got
the thing.
Because I
We can't
so
show
I'm still
other videos.
learning through all this.
No, but
Okay.
we can't show videos on air all because of copyright situations.
okay. Then I'll
Oh
wait.
yeah,
till after.
definitely. Like
I'll wait till after. But anyway, but back to that. Deshaun, you don't think he fit?
Nah,
Why is that?
hold on, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, shit.
Okay, but why is everyone? Does everyone else think he would fit?
No, I think Toby would fit well. I think they should bring him and what's his name? Andrew.
Andrew Garfield?
yeah. Like it wouldn't feel right if it was just in the Doctor Strange movie, like they were talking about before. It would only feel right to be in a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, because I thought something like in the video I was about to show, they said like if he was in the MCU, the phase one timeline would be Spider-Man 1,
Haha, I
Iron
did
Man
it
1.
first. I did it first, Austin.
Oh jeez.
Oh, I was looking on Facebook. I saw this far from home meme. I don't know if anyone here is a Supernatural fan, but you know they made a meme about how Spider-Man saying, "Are there any other heroes we can summon?" And saying Thor unavailable, Captain Marvel worlds away. And then it says the Winchesters fighting God.
Yeah. So anyway, what I was saying was, if the Toby was in the MCU, the timeline for Phase 1 would be the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man, Iron Man 1, the Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Spider-Man 2, Thor, Spider-Man 3, Captain America vs. Avenger, then the Avengers.
Emma says Austin wins. Okay, of course Austin wins. Sure.
Aha! I win on a technicality.
You know
What the? It also says first person to touch their head and I see them gets $50.
Yeah, and I touched my head first, but no one seemed like
Oh,
You know, I could,
dang.
I could tell.
she knows me because she actually is my cousin. She's like, no, I'm not gonna give you $50. I'm gonna give
And you know, Ninja, I could tell.
$50 because I trust him more than you.
Batman X Superman. Oh my God! Don't put that picture in my head.
Oh, no.
You know what?
Batman versus Superman was messy enough. We don't need Batman and Superman. Thank you very much.
I was just like,
You know what? You know what, Sour? That is a great idea. Next episode is Flash Talk, Batman and Superman fan fiction.
No.
No.
Sour, great idea.
Yep, I just did it. You see Papa Palpatine here. I told everyone. This dude is Papa Palpatine with fan fiction. All right, he's like, I'm gonna ruin everyone's lives and their perfect.
And who's they? What the hell's an aluminum falcon?
By reading fan fiction of Batman and Superman loving each other.
Oh,
I already got one nightmare I'm gonna have tonight. I don't need another one.
Yes,
Okay.
the
I was thinking of an idea to try because
Android has to do a handstand to redeem himself. Okay,
you know, guys.
I'm not doing it.
You know, guys. I was just thinking of it. About because before I came in, I was just trying this thing called a tier list. If you've heard of it.
Ooh, a tier list.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd pull
a worst tier list.
Yeah, I had some ideas if you don't mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I'm gonna keep shooting for like 8 more minutes, and then we're gonna.
Okay, let's get some ideas. All right, first off, let's say
let's do some Spider-Man ones.
Okay, okay, I'll bring up Spider-Man. Then I'll screen share it.
I'll screen share. Maybe movie villains.
Let's see.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the movies, the suits, the actors, ranking the movies, the movie villains.
Movie villains.
All right, does everyone want to do movie villains?
Austin,
yeah,
are you all for it?
Yeah, let's see this one. Villains. All right, let's see if that one is good enough. All right.
Can you make?
All right, since I'm the one doing this, I'll say each of the villains. First up, we got the Scorpion from Into the Spider-Verse.
If I have, well, we're all doing like a general grade, so we'll each give a letter grade, and then whatever like it kind of adds up to.
Yeah, like give your thoughts on it.
Scorpion was kind of forgettable. I'll put him in C, but that's just because he really wasn't in the film.
I put him in.
Yeah.
I put him in
C.
Okay, you forget it because it was a great movie.
Well, okay, so no, we gotta equal it. So type in the private chat. D would be my vote.
Okay, so D and C. How about we just put it in the C?
Yeah, I think everybody's saying C.
All right.
I think the general is C.
Okay, next up we got Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio from Far From Home.
Okay, that is easily a A.
Okay, why for Mysterio?
Mysterio was one of the best things in Far From
Home. Best thing in the movie for me, I would say it's
yes,
an A.
it is. Yes, it is the best thing. Yeah.
So everyone.
Yeah, it's getting an A for me.
Okay then. Well, my thoughts. I enjoyed.
It's a shame it was in an otherwise pretty crappy movie, right?
Yeah, but if only you see in the picture he's got the fishbowl and the outfit. If only he had kept that on longer and now a motion capture suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, in A. Next we
Yeah,
got
Far From Home has got a lot of problems,
next
Yes,
up.
it
but
does,
Mysterio is not
but
one of
it's
them.
still an okay film. It's still
Now
Yeah, it's no part 3, so it has that going.
and now we got the Prowler from Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
I would
Ooh.
put that in S tier. Like that was just
S.
great. Like that moment in
I
the movie
put
made me
B.
cry.
I put him in
I
A.
Okay, everyone's saying A.
No, I say A.
Okay,
Or
I
I
would
said
A
B.
or S, but my opinion wouldn't go more to A, me
Yeah.
personally, but it would go with S from the general vote.
I think if we're equaling all the votes, I think it's A because you have a B and an A, which kind of cancel it out.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, then
okay.
A.
So next up, Michael Keaton's Vulture.
S.
A.
S.
Okay, why is that?
Because Michael Keaton was perfect in Homecoming, and he was the perfect
Best
villain.
on-screen villain since Alfred Molina.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to
I
him.
agree with that.
All right, next up.
We all know
got-
where Alfred Molina's going, so spoiler alert.
Yeah.
let's wait till we get to him. Okay. Next, we got
Uh,
Jamie Foxx's Electro.
Okay,
D.
now here's the thing.
I give him a B.
I give him a B.
Amazing Spider-Man Part 2 has got a lot of problems for me, like
Okay.
Far From Home, but Electro was actually my favorite part of the movie, so
Now,
I would
Do you
give him
like
a
when he
B.
goes, "It's my birthday. I'm going to light my candles."
Let's
Austin,
go catch a spider.
Austin, can you maybe come back to us so you can see us quick?
Uh,
Yeah, that's better.
Also,
There we
can you
go.
remove the comment
Yeah.
because you can't see me?
Well, fun.
is that a bad thing?
Well, I
We
guess.
couldn't see him.
Okay, so with Jamie Foxx's Electro, here's the thing. I do like him as Electro. I did not like how Electro was played. Okay? That's the thing. Because Electro was a pawn in it. So that's why I'm giving him a. Well, I actually like him more than Scorpion in Into the Spider-Verse. So I give him a C, but that's just because of the town square scene.
But do you think that when he comes back in Tom Holland Spider-Man 3, they'll fix him?
I think they'll fix him.
Yeah.
What's up with
think
that
he-
though, by the way? Are they like really gonna link the universes? Because that
Who
seems
knows?
like
I think with Doctor Strange, I think it's adding up that there's
I
gonna
mean,
be
it'll
some.
be a missed opportunity, even when he said he won't be blue.
yeah.
Anyway, we're going in C.
Yeah, I think the general vote is C.
All right.
If we're
Next
combining
up.
everything.
Yeah, I'd give
Next,
him a
next up, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin.
S tier.
A.
I would say it's just because for how iconic
S
it is.
tier. S tier.
Uh,
I
I
give
put
S.
A.
I'm saying A. He wasn't
Yeah.
that good. He's not the greatest.
You're an amazing creature, Spider-Man. You and
A
I are
heart,
not
Austin.
salted.
First, you attack his heart.
The itsy bitsy spider got up the water spout. Down
Now
came the
comes the goblin and kills the spider out, or something like that. Yeah.
And
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
join
Or
me.
who could
I'm at
forget?
you.
Hello, my dear.
Yeah, and also join me. Imagine what we could accomplish together, what we could create, or we could destroy. Cause the death of countless.
You chose the way of the hero.
Cause the death of countless survive again and again and again until we're both dead. Is that what you want?
Eventually, they will hate you.
Yeah. All right. He's staying in this. All right. Next up, another spider. All right. Next up is another Spider-Verse Tombstone.
Yeah.
D.
I don't remember this guy.
I put a C.
I can't really judge because I don't remember his character. I'd probably have to watch the movie again.
Tombstone was very forgettable. That's why I would give him actually a D, believe it or not. But here's the
Yeah,
thing.
I'd say D.
But here's the
Okay.
thing. Tombstone, if they did him correctly, like in the comic books and also in the cartoons, then he would be like almost like an A tier villain
All
because
right.
he's a very well done character. It's
And
just
now we
they
got
don't show that at all.
Yeah, and now we got the female Doc Ock from Spider Verse.
C.
I would
Yeah.
give.
I give her a B. Except
That's
because
I'm going with
a lot of
B.
the visual sequences with her were pretty cool.
I'm going with B with Zach.
Yeah, I think she's B.
Okay, next up, James Franco's new Goblin from Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
D.
C. Oh wait, actually, now that I think about it, D.
D.
Oh, really? I give him a C.
Goblin C.
No,
It didn't look like Goblin. I
No,
It
it
don't even
didn't
think it
look like
acted like
Goblin,
Goblin.
but I bet if we threw tons of orange on him, then he would look a lot like
The
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin.
Is that they were trying to go for them, Hobgoblin?
No. Well,
Alright.
kind of, but kind of not. Like some of the equipment is like Hobgoblin, but not.
Okay, so we're sticking in
not
D.
like it.
Yes.
All right, next up,
Yeah.
Alfred Molina's
Oh,
Doc
easy.
Ock.
No
Uh,
question.
S.
S.
We can all agree on that one.
Yeah.
It's F, no A. There's
Best
no
of all the villains too.
It's
Mm.
S. No,
You interrupted my business for the last time. Now you'll have this woman's death on your
No.
conscience.
no, it's S. It's S, guys. It's S.
I will snap you.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. S.
Oh boy.
We're threatening you now.
Do it. Do it.
Austin or Andrew, whoever
S
is
tier.
controlling it.
Do it.
Oh crap.
Come on, do it.
Do it.
Do it. Make
Do
the
it.
sacrifice.
Yeah,
Thank
he
you.
did it.
Okay, all right. Next we got the Kingpin from Spider-Verse.
A. I would say
A.
an A.
A.
I could have
A.
been.
A. No, I would
He
say.
had the most development out of all the villains in the movie.
Yeah.
I think the
So-
general vote is A. Now that I think about it.
The Sandman from Spider-Man 3.
A.
B.
A. He was the only
A.
good thing about Spider-Man 3 for me.
Yeah.
I think the general vote's A on this one too.
Alright. I am the Rhino.
Uh,
D.
D.
B.
B.
Worst one. And he's the worst out of all of them.
Oh, I actually put him at like C, actually. But
C.
okay. Like, here's the thing. Rhino did not have to be in a electrical suit. That's the thing. I wish if they did almost like a Juggernaut with Rhino.
Okay, now we got the Lizard from
I'm
the
the
Amazing Spider-Man.
Juggernaut, bitch.
Now we got
B.
the Lizard.
B.
Lizard,
I'd
Yeah.
go with a B.
I give him an A.
His lizard design looked pretty silly, but I liked his story arc.
All these
I love
souls,
Lizard. I would
lost and
put him in A.
alone, I can save them. I can cure them. There's no need to stop me, Peter.
And I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of the actor, but that was a really
I think it's
good
Reese
casting
Ifans.
choice.
Yeah.
All right, now we got the Shocker from Homecoming.
D.
C.
C.
Put a C.
He,
And I'm being generous with the C.
he's not accurate at all.
I remember
Like
Michael
kills
Keaton
one
going,
guy, and then
Dark.
here, you're the Shocker now.
yeah, and Michael Keaton going, you're the Shocker,
think
the
we can all
Shocker.
agree
What's
on
it, pro
that.
wrestling?
Yes.
All right, now we got
D.
Topher Grace's
D.
Venom.
D.
Can all agree on Venom.
It's worse
Yeah.
than the.
Worse than the dancing?
Yes.
Okay, but can I at least say that at least his Venom design looks cool.
It looks cool, but he is not Venom.
Then who is Venom?
Yeah.
Tom Hardy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy's a lot
Best-
more than Venom.
The best Venom for me is still the original cartoon.
From the 90s?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Lastly,
Well, I
Dane
would
DeHaan.
spectacular Spider-Man.
All right, last up,
He
Dane
knows-
DeHaan's Green Goblin.
That's a D.
C.
Uh,
Put a C.
No, I would put him at B. I did
I
like
would-
that.
Wait. Okay, hold on a second. But can I say, I saw that apparently Rob and Adam, they like Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin.
What?
I heard
Don't
once
Rob
that-
and Adam like these movies, the Amazing Spider-Man ones?
Yeah, they do. They hate Toby's, they hate Tom's.
They hate the Toby movies?
No,
Wow.
no, they don't. No, they don't. Amazing. No. Adam praises Spider-Man 2, and that's his favorite Spider-Man
Oh,
besides
oh,
for
okay.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Okay,
they
never mind
both
then.
praise the first two. They just don't like Tobey Maguire as an actor because he did not read the source material.
Okay. I have to disagree on that because I found a picture once, and let me get out of this so I can show you.
No, before this stuff. Okay, that's what.
Okay. Here it is. Okay, bring up the picture, and boom. See?
Okay, that was during when they were filming.
Yeah. So wait, so with the tier list, we can agree Alfred Molina is the best, but that Rhino
Yeah.
was probably the worst.
And look at this other thing I found.
I'd say Tombstone is the worst.
Look at
Alfred.
this other thing I found.
No.
Tombstone did not do anything in the film. That's the thing.
This king proves that
Rhino
Raimi's
did
a hack.
more.
Look at this.
Yeah, and guess what? Spider-Man 1 is my second favorite Spider-Man film and my second favorite comic book film of all time. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I would show this to the people
Top
who say
3 for me as like Spider-Verse is my favorite, and then Spider-Man 2, and then the original Spider-Man.
yeah, but I would show that article to someone who thinks Toby's not accurate.
Well, no. Toby
No.
is accurate. Toby is fully accurate. I think with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, the problem is that we need to see him use his head more because Spider-Man is supposed to be a geek. All right, he's supposed to know his craft, and I'm like, hey, we gotta see him use his head to fight these enemies because you can say whatever you want about Amazing Spider-Man 2, but guess what? I actually did like that him and Gwen defeated Electro by using their brains. Because
Kill her off right after, right?
it's accurate to the comics.
Oh, I know, like the way it's done and all that, but couldn't they have saved it in another movie?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
they didn't get another movie, but
They could have, Zach. Yeah, but at least they used their head to stop enemy because in the
oh
comics,
yeah, that I like. But
in the comics, I mean, like Spider-Man, like in this very comic, issue 55, Spider-Man had to use his brain to try and wrap around Doc Ock's mechanical arms.
Hang on, I'm gonna share my screen because there is a tier list I want to do.
What is
Okay.
it?
Real quick.
Sure.
It
And then
is
we're gonna have to. Well, I'm gonna have to call
Spider-Man
it.
games.
yeah.
The
I
game.
got, but hey, Austin, I got another one to try after this. Okay.
All right, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I played most of these games.
I haven't
I've
played
been
any of
learning
the games. I'm kind of out of my element here.
Well, maybe.
Well, I definitely know that. Well, should we still try this one? Hey,
Anzo's
Anzo.
back.
Hey,
Anzo.
Anzo, what's up, man?
Anzo, you missed my rant on One More Day, where I basically had a meltdown on stream, and I wanted to.
Oh, good thing I missed that.
Yeah, I freaked out on stream because One More Day pissed me off so bad.
Yeah, me and
Um,
Sal
wait.
are on the same page.
You're not alone, dude.
With
Rob
our- with
hates
our
it.
rank.
Yeah, because One More Day is trash.
One More
Hey.
Day is trash, but the Clone Saga sucks. Well, no. I'm
No,
Imagine-
Clone Saga's not as no.
gonna change
Imagine
my.
if this whole time, because
I'm
people
actually gonna change
begging
my
for
mind.
Spider-Man 4 from Tobey Maguire, and then what they end up doing is one of the worst stories.
So
No, hang on. What was the worst story, Zach?
Like you're saying, like One More Day or the clone thing. Imagine if people have been begging for years for Tobey Maguire for Spider-Man 4,
Oh, yeah.
and imagine if that's what it ends up being is one of those two.
Oh, don't you dare. Don't you
If that was the
dare.
case, I'd be so disappointed.
yeah, exactly.
Immediately,
so-
would it be worse than 3?
Don't you dare.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. All right, I would take all the mistakes in 3. That's actually a guilty pleasure of mine over that.
Because even with Spider-Man 3, it's bad, but there actually are some genuinely good moments in it. Like I said, Sandman is actually really good.
Yeah,
There are some emotional moments that I think really hit well, and For some reason or other, that Harry dying at the end for some reason gets me, even though I think they botched his character.
All right,
That is true.
should we do the Spider-Man games thing and get to mine?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay,
Please,
guys. I
what?
can't actually do the tier list because I've only played one, and
I
that's
did
the
too.
new
I'm
one.
the only one who played the most of them.
Yeah.
And
So,
I've also
Wonderful
and I've played all of them. So
all
Yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah, I haven't played any either.
alrighty. So me and Andrew will be doing this list.
guess.
PlayStation Spider-Man.
Ooh, I'm gonna say maybe around B or A because it was the very first game, but it had its problems.
See, the thing is, I want to give it an A for nostalgia purposes, and like it does feel very comic booky in terms of its like comic book
Yeah.
style.
What's
It's
S
cheesy.
supposed to mean anyway? Because you have the A, the B, the C, and the D.
That
What's
means
S?
amazing.
Like S is like the greatest, and then A, and then B, C, and D is like depending on what you like or dislike.
Okay, so what's next?
Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro.
I've actually never played that one.
I have. It's pretty much the same game, but it's not as good.
I did
It's
like the
B.
voice cast.
Yeah, the voice cast is great, but everything else is meh.
All right, what's next?
The Spider-Man movie game.
Oh, I played that a lot as a kid.
Is that like the adaptation of the Tobey Maguire one?
Yeah,
Yes.
from my opinion, I enjoyed it when I was a kid, playing his game, battling the Green Goblin, and hearing Tobey Maguire do more jokes.
Did they get the original voices?
Yes, Tobey
like-
Maguire, Willem Dafoe.
They voiced for a video game. That seems pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
but I'll put the first Tobey Maguire game in the A category.
Yeah, because they got the original cast, I guess I would agree with A.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it's A. Now,
All
this
right.
one is probably where a lot of people are going to get upset, and I apologize.
Oh, why do you?
Spider-Man 2, the movie game. Here's my thing. I think it's overrated. Now, keep in mind, it's still a good game, but it does not age
amazing.
well.
Age well? What are you smoking?
As far as the story or graphics or what?
Well, the thing is, like, I'll give it credit for what it was at the time. It definitely felt like a breath of fresh air from a lot of the superhero games. Like, it's definitely fresh from these three games. It's definitely it definitely deserves a lot of credit. And the story is great, and the voice acting is good. I do feel like the graphics are a downgrade at times from the first Spider-Man game.
Do you think the character model doesn't look like Toby?
No, it's not that the character models don't look like Toby. It's more like I think it's just the graphics themselves. They just don't look as good.
Okay, well, but I can understand, but I would put it in the A or S.
I would say B, just because like it's mainly the side stuff that really gets me.
Even Sauerkraut still agrees with me. Spider-Man 2 game is an S.
I can go the highest I can go is A. I can't go any
that's
farther
fine.
than S.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, what's next?
Hang on, let's see here. The next one. Well, there's the other.
Ultimate Spider-Man. That was the next end of the year.
That's an S.
Yes, because it directly adapt from the comics that you play as Spider-Man, and you get to tear stuff around as Venom.
A good Venom this time?
Yeah, it was from the Ultimate Comics.
That's good.
Okay, next is Spider-Man 3, the game.
That's a D. That was
okay.
Just because it's an adaptation of Spider-Man 3 automatically means it's bad.
Okay, but I have to admit that I did like some of it. The storyline was pretty good. I like seeing the Kingpin and Craven and the Lizard. I still love the voice cast from Toby, and you get to play as the new Goblin, but yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, and it killed the franchise because everyone was miserable making the movie, right? Wasn't that it?
Really? I don't think Toby was.
Because there was like drama with like different factions, each wanted their own movie, and it became a mess, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, anyway, the next game is Spider-Man Friend or Foe.
This one,
I've heard
I
a
would say,
little bit about this one, but I haven't played it.
I
It's
would say
weird.
it's a C.
But do you want to know something else? Then I thought it was weird because it's supposed to be based off the Raimi trilogy, but all the villains are alive.
Yeah,
Really?
I would put it in C because it's not bad. Like it doesn't hurt anything. It's just like one of those games that you could play for a few hours with friends or
Like
whatever.
it's just there among the others.
Yeah, it's not like memorable. It's just like,
Yeah.
Do you agree with me, Andrew? Do you think it
Yeah,
should be in
see.
C? Web of Shadows. That's an immediate S right there.
Yeah, definitely. But I gotta ask, which path did you take? The good path or the evil path?
Oh, I took all the paths because the game was so good.
Yeah,
So what was this one?
I'll explain it. It's basically Venom and his symbiotes take over the entire New York, infect all the heroes and villains, like the Wolverine and the Vulture and all that stuff. And you have to choose: should Spider-Man save the city and be for good, or embrace the black suit and become an evil villain?
Oh, that sounds pretty good. What's this one called? I think I might
What
look that one up.
Web of Shadows?
Uh, yeah, Web of Shadows, great game.
Did you say? And you mentioned Wolverine. Does that mean he's a villain?
No,
If you
Wolverine
choose
gets
the
a,
black suit path,
Oh yeah.
They got
Yeah.
All right, next up is the Spider-Man Shadow Dimensions.
I think Shattered Dimensions is an A.
Yeah, yeah. And, do you want to know one of the cool things about it? They got the voice cast as every Spider-Man from every major cartoon.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, you got the '90s Spider-Man, Daniel Barnes, Spectacular, Josh Keaton, Neil Patrick Harris from the MTV series, and Dan Gilvezan from the
Neil Patrick
Spider-Man
Harris.
Yeah, he voiced Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Dan Gilvezan from the Amazing Friends series.
Yeah, I think it deserves an A in terms of the voice cast, but the game itself was so good that honestly, I think it deserves an A.
Yeah, and I was surprised at how the Green Goblin looked in the Noir universe.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
actually thought the noir stuff was really fun, like the
What else
stealth.
did you like the Amazing or Black Suit or 2099?
So here's what I'll say with all four. I like Ultimate Spider-Man for like its characters and boss fights. I like 2099 in terms of its visuals, and I like Noir for its stealth gameplay. But I do think that the Amazing Spider-Man was kind of boring because we played as him so many times. It did feel like kind of a breath of fresh air to play as like three other versions of Spider-Man.
I got asked. I know you
Which
said you
version would you say is the best? Like, as far as you have a choice, like which way to go. Which one was the best?
So if I have to choose, like again, all four has a really good choice. I guess there's like really no choices here. It's more like a flat out just normal average game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think every character has
Oh,
something to bring
guys.
to the table. Yeah, what's up?
I don't. It might be true or not, but they working on a new Spider-Man title. I'll go put it in the private chat.
really.
Yeah, hold on. They put it in the private chat.
Is this video game or movie?
Movie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I would say I like I think each Spider-Man has like really good like stuff, but I do think that if I had to choose like an overall, I would say Noir is better just because again gameplay wise, I think he was the most fun. But it also was like mostly close to the Arkham games.
Really don't say. And one last thing before we continue. When you say you like the voice cast, did you think each Spidey had the right voice actor, or would you have changed it?
I would have I wouldn't have changed the actors themselves. I actually no, I think the actors were perfect for what they were. Although it is kind of weird when you play Edge of Time, which is a sequel to it, and like Christopher Daniel Barnes plays as Amazing Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 2099 is being played by Christopher Daniel Barnes plays 2099, and Josh Keaton plays Amazing Spider-Man because
Christopher Daniel Barnes, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was the Spider-Man of the '90s cartoon.
Why does that name sound
He
familiar?
was also Prince Eric in The Little Mermaid.
Oh, really? I had a feeling that name was. Oh.
Anyway, let's continue. At the time, I'll have to say a B.
I would say a B as well. It's definitely not as good as Shattered Dimensions. I still think it's a really well done game. Like I
Yeah, I
like
mean,
some of the things they do with it.
did you like the twist of Peter Parker being the CEO?
It was kind of predictable. I wouldn't go as far as to say the twist was bad. It was just kind of unneeded. Although I think even though it worked, it didn't really need to be there.
Oh my goodness. Uh, Spider-Man Serenity. That's the title for the Tom Holland movie.
It could be. It could be. They work on the title. That could be the title though.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. So next up, we got The Amazing Spider-Man 2012. It's based off
Uh,
the Andrew Garfield movies.
Adapted from the movie.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield.
I would go C. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like compared to these games, it's not as good.
Yeah, and I feel like people praise the movie too much too.
What, The Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Hmm.
like it's a weird type of movie for me. I don't know what it is about it.
Okay, well, I really enjoyed the game. Good swinging mechanics, good fighting style, and nice little DLC with Stan Lee.
Yeah, but I think the overall story though was kind of average at best.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
That was a funny Stan Lee cameo though.
yeah, and also, Austin, it kind of broke the continuity because in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie, Alistair Smythe is alive, and in the game he killed himself.
yeah, that was like very weird. And even like Rhino as well. Like Rhino was in that game and like he was just a rhino.
Yeah, and then in the sequel, he was a mechanized suit, not actual Rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And now we
there
got
was a
the Amazing.
oh
No, go ahead.
they also had like a bunch of Z-list villains in there too. Like I think they had like Vermin as a villain, and he wasn't even Vermin. He was just like a two-dimensional version.
And it would have been cool if the game got Andrew Garfield to voice him.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was another thing too. Andrew Garfield didn't voice in that game. I don't
He
think he
was
voiced the sequel either.
No, he didn't. But the sequel game sucked.
I will agree. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is bad. I wouldn't go as far as say it's better. I think this is better than Spider-Man 3, but it's
Yeah.
not saying much. I think the problem
Yeah,
is with Amazing
it's
Spider-Man 2.
kind
Amazing
of like the
Spider-Man
movie.
2,
It's not really good.
yeah, like Amazing Spider-Man 2 for me, it's not finished. Like it feels like with the game, it's not finished at all.
And ironic too, because it's already pushing like almost 2.5 hours, and it still feels like there's a lot missing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in this, like the game itself is very short, and they add Carnage in toward like at the end, and like
Yeah,
he's barely.
they also added the Shocker.
Yeah, Shocker was in like a couple missions, and he wasn't really that good. And the only real villain that actually had the most development in the game was the Goblin.
Oh yeah, but the battle was short.
Yeah, like the only boss fight that was good was Electro.
Really, Electro?
Because Electro is like really easy to just make a good boss fight no matter what game he's in.
Please tell me they got Jamie Foxx to voice him again,
Nope.
because that might be worth the price of admission.
Nope, they didn't get him.
Yeah, frick this game then. Like I would say D.
Yeah, I'll show you, but maybe later. Anyway, final game. So I'd say Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a D.
Yeah, it's a D. It's
And
not.
now, and now finally, the PS4 game is an S.
Yeah, that's an S.
It's an amazing game.
That's actually quite a bit that I
Yeah.
can sing some praises for too. Like my friend is playing it, and I love it purely for the visuals alone. Like this is gorgeously put together.
Yeah, and I love the story of Dr. Octopus.
Yeah,
Yeah. So anyway,
so
that's our
good.
list.
Yeah.
All right. So before we go do mine, I gotta go take care of one or two things. So you guys wait for me.
Yeah, like I'll probably do like a list for them like them to do since
And
we
then
got
when I come back, we can do mine.
yes.
All right, I'll be right back. Bye.
Anyone up for an X-Men movie tier?
Ooh, yes. I
Yes.
would love to do an X-Men movie one.
Let's see.
Did Ninjoid pop out, or is he coming back?
I think Ninja said he's gonna be gone. I think he said he's gonna be in the chat. Ooh, yes. Oh, I don't know if this has every one of them though. X-Men, X-Men 2. I think this is X-Men 3. Might be
Yeah.
mis. And then that's okay. I think these are every one of them. I think
Yeah.
hopefully.
Should we find one that maybe has the New Mutants in it, just in case?
Yeah. Let me see real quick if I can find them. Wonder if this is better. What the hell?
Dang, that one has New Mutants, but it's I don't know what the hell that one's supposed to be.
This one. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
have no
with
idea what
with
that
the
is.
wordage.
Dark Phoenix.
Oh, yeah,
I know,
that
but it's like in a different language. I'm like, what the heck is that?
yeah, that was weird. Like there's like the only one that I could find was this one, and
Yeah.
that one's probably as best we can go.
Yeah.
Uh,
I guess this one's cool.
so we're obviously gonna go in order. First X-Men movie.
I would say amazing
Yeah.
because it's like I always praise the fact that it came out at a time when superhero movies were just a joke. So this helped revitalize the genre.
That is true, and I would say if you just take all away, I would still say it's really good. But I think because you're also adding the whole, because it did definitely give superhero movies a bit more of like a seriousness to them, I would say amazing. X2.
I would say really good with that.
Yeah, really good.
Really? I would say I actually think it's better than the first X-Men.
Yeah. And like I said, this is my favorite movie franchise of all time, so it actually might be hard to pass judgment on these because, because it kind of makes me feel like, I say, oh, I look down on some of them, when in fact I actually value a lot of them.
Yeah,
If
that
that
is
makes
fair.
sense.
Yeah.
Like-
X-Men 3.
I know people call it bad, but it's the weakest one for me. So the overall vote is what it would be, but I would say it's good simply before that it talks about a lot of mature stuff. It is the characters we love being themselves and all that, and I really like it.
I mean, that is true, but I did find the movie to be a mess.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a little too much going on. I won't say it.
Okay, guys,
Like
I'm back.
welcome back. We're doing
The X-Men movies, nice.
So a quick recap, Andrew. We already did the first two. What's your thoughts on them? Like, where would you?
I agree. The first two movies were really good.
Mm-hmm.
And is that Last Stand? It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, 2 votes for bad.
I mean, you ruined the Dark Phoenix storyline.
Yeah.
But you have to
I
admit,
would say it's good simply because it's. But if everyone else does, then obviously that's where it would go. But
I mean,
I think the
admit,
general vote is bad though.
But you have to
Even
admit,
though,
Last Stand has some pretty cool Magneto scenes.
and
yeah,
X-Men Origins will be next, right?
Yeah, and that one was bad too.
That one,
I would say that's a good one.
Seriously?
Yeah.
CGI claws.
I would say the only thing I actually say was done poorly was the Deadpool thing, but
don't talk about that.
Oh, so my own mouth shut.
Yeah.
But what's that bottom one? Is that supposed to mean what the hell?
No, like WTF.
Oh.
Oh, what the?
So I guess that would be a WTF one for you.
I put it bad.
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, it's not as bad for me to put in what WTF, but it's
Yeah.
definitely not good enough to where I would put it in good. I would say it's bad, but
Can we all agree on like some of the good things about it?
What
Leaf
is some of the
Schreiber
good?
as Sabretooth.
Yes.
Sabretooth.
Yes.
Yeah. And Hugh Jackman, we can all agree, is still awesome
Yes.
with his performance.
I like
Yeah.
Gambit in that movie too.
Oh yeah,
Gambit.
Gambit was great. Like
Yeah.
where was like
Where was
like
him in the
Gambit.
franchise? All right, so next up is First Class.
Ooh.
Amazing.
amazing. I like it's the best one since the original.
But I have to ask,
Yeah.
I gotta ask Zach, do you think McAvoy and Fassbender were better than Stewart and McKellen?
I get that question a lot, but it's like apples and oranges. You know, if that'd be like a good comparison. With Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but can you see how that
I
Patrick?
guess
But can
because
you?
they do build off of what was great about Stewart and McKellen, so I
Yeah,
guess so.
but can you see? I can't see that McAvoy and Stewart are the same Professor X. Well, even though they are, but I meant in like
Yeah.
how they act and characteristics.
And even on their own, yeah, they are really good. I guess
But
maybe I think they're better.
other than that, you have to admit,
Especially Fassbender as Magneto. Like
Oh
yes, it was
yeah.
amazing.
next to Hugh Jackman, he's my favorite thing about the franchise.
And it also gave us the best Wolverine cameo. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, it's like go fuck yourself.
So
I
I
have
think
to
we're
say it
all
was
in
really
agreement
good.
that it's an amazing.
Mhm,
Yeah.
I guess.
Next up is the Wolverine.
Mhm.
I put it good.
I would
would
say
put it.
good.
I put it
Uh,
really good. Yeah.
really,
For
with
some
the
reason, people
Captain.
say that what kills it for them is the ending with the whole Silver Samurai thing.
Yeah,
We all agree.
I'll just
Yeah,
put it in
I would say.
between. Next we got Pudding Good.
What makes it good though is that it is an improvement over Origins as a Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Days of Future Past.
No
Amazing.
doubt.
amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's
This is
easy.
Adam's favorite, isn't it?
Actually, his favorite is Dark Phoenix.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
Have you
that's a,
seen him say it so many times?
Well, I know he says he's loved it, but I think this one might still be his favorite. I'd have to watch his review again, but
Okay, well, yeah. So next up we got
I know he hated Apocalypse. Like
Apocalypse.
I know he can't stand that movie.
Yeah, but okay, I have to admit, the only good things about Apocalypse were, of course, Fassbender and McCoy, an awesome Wolverine scene in Weapon X. But other than that, nothing.
I would put this in amazing.
Apocalypse?
This,
Seriously?
yeah, this is one of my top 3 of the series.
Well, it was cool to see McAvoy with the shaved head.
Yeah.
I'll
And
say
plus,
this about.
this might have been my most
Oh, Anto's
anticipated
saying his favorite
movie
is
of all
Days.
time. You know what I mean?
Hey guys,
Yeah.
Anto says Adam's favorite is Days.
Oh, his favorite is Days. All right, that's good to know.
Okay,
They
so
said Apocalypse may have been my most anticipated movie of all time because it was the first X-Men movie I got to see in the theater.
okay, well, all right, well, we'll just put it in good.
Well, I'll say this about Apocalypse. It's not as bad as these two films.
Yeah, so I'll have to put it in good.
I'll say good for now.
Next
Well,
up-
we can change this up if we need
How about
to.
next is Deadpool? Deadpool 1.
Amazing.
Amazing. Simply
yeah.
because I'll put it amazing for one reason alone: the fact that it redeemed the taint of X-Men Origins,
Yes.
like how they did them,
Yes.
and genius, like how they used their fourth wall breaking to poke fun at it. You know,
Yeah.
please don't
Alright,
make the super suit green or animated.
Yeah. So next up is so put
Wait,
Deadpool and really good.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna put it really good because my opinion is I think it's just good. It's not amazing to
Like
me. I
the
think,
plot can feel a bit formulaic, maybe.
yeah.
All right, next
And-
up is sorry.
And
Logan.
I feel like it's a
Logan.
movie that gets a little too
Amazing.
much. Yeah,
Mhm.
amazing.
This is my favorite. It's not just my favorite of the series. This is my favorite superhero movie of all time.
Oh yeah, I have some word that apparently I think even though we thought we know that Logan was his last time. Well, apparently, I think Kevin Feige wants Jackman one more time as Wolverine.
Would y'all be okay with that?
I'd be okay with it.
If it's in a new timeline, then I would be okay with it. But if we're in the same timeline, no, I would not be okay with it.
Like maybe say like the different version of Wolverine, but in the MCU.
Yeah.
All right.
So
next
what's
up,
next?
Deadpool 2.
Yeah, Deadpool
I put
2.
with it good.
This one's great. It's not an amazing one, but I'd say it's really good because
It's not better than the first one.
yeah, I really got into this one. It's close to being better for me. Even with the super cut, the extended cut, I still like the first one more, but this was an amazing one. I mean, I guess it would still be really good, but it was a great movie.
I would probably put it at good just because I don't think it's as good as the first one, but
Yeah.
it's definitely. But then it's like I don't know if I would necessarily put it on this part.
Oddly enough, a lot of people say that Ryan Reynolds was actually bad in this movie, like performance-wise, to say that he really phoned it in.
Really?
No, I
No,
did not
I do
see
not
that.
I do not agree.
Yeah. And now so put Deadpool 2 in good.
All right, we'll put it in good for now. We'll go
Yeah.
back into the
And
list
now
and see
last
what.
is Dark Phoenix.
Oh, Dark Phoenix.
I hate this movie.
So, Deshaun, would this be a WTF for you?
Yes, I hate the movie so much. It one of the worst X-Men movie. I hate the movie so much.
Yeah, but
So, there's
Like
probably
I
gonna be
said-
a lot of varying reactions from us, aren't there?
yeah, but like I
Yeah.
said
Who here-
earlier,
Who here would at the very least call it good despite its flaws?
I would say it's okay. It's
sorry, Deshaun.
it's
Yeah.
okay. It's not. I'll say that it's not as bad as what critics made it
Yeah.
out to be.
Like 23 on Rotten 23 on Rotten Tomatoes, like this isn't Fan Stick, people. Like this movie has there's Fan Stick and then 20 pounds of shit. You have Dark Phoenix that at least has quality.
Yeah, but like I said before, if Adam saw we put Dark Phoenix in bad or WTF, he would go, "I'm coming, Elizabeth."
Deshaun, I will give it to you. There are some major problems with the movie. The continuity errors in particular, I know it's a thing throughout most of the movies, but they really
Yeah,
bug me. And it's
but
like
you
how
know what?
Mystique dies, even though this is supposed to be a prequel to be
Yeah, and-
supposed to follow up to the originals.
And also how none of the cast like Magneto never age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it has-
guess it's not that I forgive that, but I just kind of look past it because I really love the actors in these.
Yeah, so let's just put it in between good and bad.
So it's
So-
yeah.
So we'll say good.
All right.
Now,
And that's
out
the
of-
X-Men.
now, hang on. I want to go back through the list and let's see.
Oh,
What we think.
real quick. How about it's not on here, but where would we all put New Mutants?
I haven't
Just
seen it
for
I
yet.
put
fun.
it good. I put it good.
I
I
haven't
would put
seen
it-
it yet.
I would put it in amazing because it's second favorite. Like Apocalypse, New Mutants, and Logan are my top 3.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Now, I want to go through this list. Now,
Yeah.
what movies would you guys like want to see like in a different spot?
I think it's good.
Dark Phoenix.
It all seems pretty good.
Okay. Well, I think none of it. I think it's in this good place.
All right.
All right. So
Yeah.
the idea I have is
None of them I would put in the bad category, but I get how other people would, because I get that there actually are problems with the movies,
Yeah.
I
think
guess it's my
Martin-
personal preference because, these movies are kind of special to me.
That's fair.
Okay. So the idea I have is to try like the heroes from one of these 3 universes. The Arrowverse.
Are you guys up for another tier like we did the movies?
Yeah.
Is there a tier for the Marvel heroes? I mean, I guess the
hold on a
X-Men
second.
heroes.
Actually, I want to try something different.
Ooh.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I have an idea for like the heroes from the MCU, the DCEU, or the Arrowverse.
Does that sound
Ooh.
good, Austin?
Yeah.
Which
I
of
can
those
do
3
that.
universes do you want to try?
So because I want to do one first where it's with everybody, and then if we do Arrowverse, then it's like I can do that one because I've seen
I already
all
got
of
one
it.
of them up right now.
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
But which universe we're doing?
Let's do Marvel first.
The MCU.
Like the
Yeah.
MCU.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Heroes.
it'll be an
I have
easy
a
one.
feeling that none of these would go into a bad tier. With
Can
these
you let me
characters.
share mine?
Yeah, I can share yours.
Will this one work?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me try that again. Let's see this one. Maybe okay. This will be better. All right.
Is that all of
First
them?
up, we got Thor.
I put it A.
Thor.
S.
Yeah, I enjoyed Thor up until how they bastardized his character.
In
I would
Endgame.
say. I'd say B.
Okay, we put Thor in B.
So
I think
if Endgame didn't do what they did with them, would it be an S tier for you?
Yes.
I think the general vote though is A though, because like there's one
Yeah.
S, one A, one B, so I think it all adds up to an A.
All
Yeah.
right. Scarlet Witch.
And how about each one we say with each movie where we thought which movie did their character best?
Okay, I think for me, they did Thor best in either, I think maybe his first film or Avengers 1.
I think
Yeah.
Thor was done best in Infinity War.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that'd
too
be
with
for
the.
me.
Are you talking
His
about when
character
he?
never falters for me in any of them, even
But hey,
Endgame. But yeah,
hey
Infinity War was
Austin, are you
great.
talking about the scene where he goes, "Bring me Thanos"?
Yes.
That's his best scene, like out of
All right,
all of them.
well, so we'll keep Thor in A.
Yeah.
All right, Scarlet Witch.
B.
B.
I'd put her in B just because she hasn't done as much yet, and she still has room to grow.
And we have our own TV show soon.
Yeah.
All right,
And
Groot.
with Wanda, I would say Infinity War probably did her best too.
Yeah,
I would say
probably.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
All right, next up is Groot.
B.
I
Yeah,
I would say B. It's like he's
Yeah.
just a character that's there.
yeah.
All right, next up
Guardians 2 did him best for me.
I would say
Yeah.
I would say Guardians 1.
It kind
Right.
of both.
Next up is the Hulk.
A.
That one's hard.
Well, but can I say that I think they, even though it's not Mark Ruffalo, they did him best in the Incredible Hulk in 2008.
Yes. That I agree with. With
Mhm.
Hulk, I would say C.
C.
Okay, D.
Because Infinity War didn't show him.
No, it was that, but also like the way like Hulk was kind of interpreted, like
Yeah.
as the films went on.
If this was
And
just
for him, I would say either Avengers 1 or Thor Ragnarok did him best.
what about? But hey, Zach, what about 2008 Hulk?
Oh, with
Edward Norton.
oh, he was pretty good. I just
Yeah.
figured I'd say for the Mark Ruffalo version, I'd say, but then
Avengers 1.
yeah,
If it
yeah,
was
I
just
would
Avengers,
say Edward Norton was what would be the best. Before that too, yeah,
all right. So where are we putting the Hulk?
Well, I said C. What did
A.
yeah,
I think if the general vote's B, if there's like two
Yeah.
votes,
yeah.
I think.
All right. Next up, we got Tony Stark, Iron Man.
Is
That's
S. And as far as which one did him best, that's tough because he's
I
always
think the
been
first
great.
Iron Man.
I think Endgame did him best.
yeah.
My favorite scene with Tony Stark was the spot with Thanos, but as far as overall movie, you're gonna think I'm weird, but I'd say Age
Iron
of
Man 1?
Ultron.
What?
Maybe it's because of how good I thought the performance was instead of the character, but
Okay. Well, y'all probably gonna say for me. I think
but
they did.
Endgame was still good too.
I agree, but I think Iron Man 1 did him best.
And I wouldn't argue that. Like it's hard to pick because he's never had a bad portrayal.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, T'Challa, Black Panther.
Is.
S.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Chadwick.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Civil War was his crowning achievement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black Widow.
Is.
Nah,
S.
she's I would say A. She's definitely not S tier for me.
And Endgame was my favorite from her.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Next up.
Although I will say I do prefer her alternate death scene because it gives a more heroic nature to her death,
Yeah.
Okay. So next up, Tom Holland, Spider Man.
A.
And yeah,
Hmm.
I
I'm
would
gonna
Put
say
it A.
I did not like
It's
how
kind
they
of hard
handled
to
the
pick
Spider-Man.
because his solo movies aren't the best, but the ensembles is where he really shines.
Yeah, in fact, I
Yeah,
think another channel, I think it was Joey said that the Russo brothers know how to handle Spider-Man more than John Watts.
yeah. And Infinity War was his best too, I would say.
I think Civil
Yeah.
War.
Oh,
I
Civil
would
War.
put
Infinity War.
I would
Mhm.
probably put Spider-Man at B because I think, well, actually, no, I don't know where I would put him because it's like he's like again, like you said, his solo movies really aren't that impressive, but his like team up films are great.
Okay, so
Uh, I'll say B because I don't think he's like bad. Well, actually, no,
Yeah,
B, yeah,
all right, so
yeah.
War Machine.
C.
I
C.
know Iron Man 2 isn't a popular one, and I would say probably Iron Man 2 did his character pretty good.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree
In
with
fact,
that.
I got a quick question. How would you guys felt if War Machine was still Terrence Howard?
From Iron Man 1 to Endgame.
Yeah.
Well, he was good in the
Um.
first one, so I can only imagine that he probably would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Owen, another question. When we were talking about Hulk, how would you have felt if Edward Norton continued?
It would have been. I think he could have been put up for an Oscar. Like, say they put him in more movies to develop his character for him
Okay,
to be
well,
able to get into it and stuff. Like,
okay,
because I think
so
he could have been the best part of the franchise if Edward Norton played him. I mean,
all right,
best next to Tony Stark.
all right. Doctor Strange.
A.
I would put him in S just because I've really warmed up to the first movie, even though I never hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bring up Infinity War a lot, but Infinity War was just great for him.
Okay,
Mhm.
we'll leave him in A. Next up, Steve Rogers, Captain
A.
America.
S.
S.
And Civil War, I think, was his best.
Well,
I
even
said
though
Winter
they,
Soldier for
but I'm
Endgame.
not sure about Civil War because they made Cap a criminal.
I that's it. Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
Yeah,
Winter
keep
Winter
Soldier.
mixing up the
Soldier.
two. My
Yes.
my bad about that. Because
Okay.
I actually really do mean that about Winter Soldier though. Because yeah,
Whoa. The heck was that?
everyone else.
Yeah, I would say Winter Soldier as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Drax.
Uh,
C.
Ooh, I would say I hate to do this, but I would say C because they were really building up something with him being one to kill Thanos,
And they
but
turned him
they
into a
really
joke.
didn't do anything with that, and
Yeah.
they kind of made his character into just
Comic
you
relief.
know yeah
All right.
like because you have Infinity War and Drax always saying it's Thanos I need to kill, and then all of a sudden they turn him into just the butt of the joke in Infinity War. I'm like, what the heck? Like
Yeah.
that's like the weakest part of the movie for me.
All right. Next up, Rocket Raccoon.
B.
I
I,
would say A just because he's my favorite out of the Guardians,
All right. Next up, Hawkeye.
and Volume 2 was his best.
Let's
Mhm.
do
Haw-
Clint Barton.
ooh, Hawkeye.
B. I put it B.
I
I
think
would have put him at B before, but he was amazing in Endgame, so I would have said A.
Now let's keep him in B.
Yeah.
I would say
And
B
we
as
agree
well.
that Endgame gave him the most to do.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Next up is Hope, the Wasp.
Uh, C.
I'll I'll be generous. I would say B, but I guess whatever the overall vote
Oh,
says.
I put it C.
All right.
And
Next
she
up
hasn't
is
had very many movies, so I wouldn't be able to say where she was best at.
all right. Now we got Scott Lang, Ant Man.
I would
B.
say A just for Endgame alone.
I would say B.
All right.
Deshaun?
I put it B.
I think he was his best in his first movie.
Yeah.
All right. This could be a controversial one. Captain Marvel.
C. I put it C.
I'd give her a
Uh,
C just because maybe she could get better.
All
I
right.
do
yeah, I
actually
would
like
say
that scene
C.
though, where it's like Yoshi does the plasma beam and Nick Fury's like, "What does that prove?" He's like, "A squirrel can't do that."
Yeah. Next up, the Falcon.
C.
I would say S.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I've gotten really attached to this character. I think he could be the prime candidate for leading the new Avengers.
Okay. Next
I
up.
would go with B just because I think the general vote would be A though, because like B, S,
Yeah.
and
And
All right. Next up,
and I
Gamora.
know it was his first movie, but Winter Soldier was his most badass moments.
Yes.
yes.
All right. Next up, Gamora.
B.
A Rocket's my favorite, but I do admit that she's the heart of the group.
Oh, she's better than Rocket.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so.
All right. We're almost done. Quicksilver.
Oh,
Uh,
C. I put C.
I don't like the actor. C, yeah.
All right. Star Lord.
I
S.
would say A simply because it's Chris Pratt, you know.
Even
Yeah,
after what he did in Infinity War.
We do not talk
it-
about that.
Okay, fine. The Vision.
B.
Oh, it would have been an A, but I feel like they could have given him more to do in Infinity War, so I'd give him a B.
Okay. All right. Now, last up, the Winter Soldier.
A.
I would say S, just for some reason.
I would say A.
All right. That's the MCU. So, should we do the Arrowverse or the DCEU?
We'll do
And no
DCEU
actual,
next.
And then
and
we'll
there's
do
no
Arrowverse
actual
last.
bad characters at all in this one.
All right.
And
I
yes,
guess you could say that Brie Larson is definitely the weakest.
See. Nope, not a good one. We try.
and yes, I will say that the Arrowverse one will probably be the last one.
Okay, that's fine. Will this one work?
Yeah, that this will work.
All right. First
Is
up.
DCU?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. First up, Ben Affleck's Batman.
S.
S.
Yeah, I agree. That warehouse fight scene. Whoo!
Oh.
Yeah.
Imagine Ben Affleck's ferocity in an R-rated Batman movie. The
Yeah.
potential, you know.
Now we got Wonder Woman.
S.
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 In both BVS and Wonder Woman, an S.
All right. I think this is her mother.
Yeah.
C.
Yeah, just because she wasn't able to do much.
And now we got El Diablo.
C.
I give him a B. He was my favorite
say-
character in that movie.
Yeah, B.
Enchantress.
D.
C.
Katana.
B.
I give her a B.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the creatures in Aquaman.
D.
D just because we don't know who it is.
Steve Trevor.
A.
B. Okay.
How is he back in Wonder Woman 84?
I mean,
I think they're making it way too obvious that it's like some kind of like maybe it is him, but it's the whole the supernatural thing going on. You know, saying think about the thing you want most,
yeah.
you know, or whatever. You know, like in the trailer.
Yeah. Michael Shannon's General Zod.
A.
See, he was too corny, in my opinion.
I will find him.
A great,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him an A. I think this Incubus.
D.
Yeah, I don't know him
Nicole
much.
Kidman. I think this is Aquaman's mom.
B.
B.
Yeah,
Simply because it's Nicole Kidman and she still looks great.
Now we have Mira.
A.
Because it's Amber Heard, it kind of sours my opinion on her. You know.
How about B? Wait, say that again.
I said I would say D just because it's Amber Heard, but I guess wait, no, it's not the overall vote. I would say it would be D.
Yeah, I'd be a D too.
Jor-El.
A.
A.
He was the best part of Man of Steel for me.
All right, Deathstroke.
A.
I would say D because we didn't get much from outside of the one scene.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's because that he could have been cool, but they didn't do anything with him.
Now Perry White.
I would say A because I mean it's Larry Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne.
I know.
All right. Alfred.
S.
A.
Yeah. I think this is someone from BVS.
The African warlord it was the guy at the beginning of BVS who
Yeah.
it was gonna kill Lois, but then Superman came in.
I'll make it a C.
Mm.
All right. I think it's a soldier girl from Wonder Woman,
D.
and so is this fish creature.
Yeah, yeah.
This is Ocean Master.
A.
A.
Really?
He's my favorite villain out of these DC movies so far.
Ares.
B.
C.
Yeah,
Yeah,
C.
they wasted him.
Yeah, I was looking
Oh.
forward to seeing him because the trailers were hinting at it, but then they wasted it. I was very disappointed by
This
that.
the Jolly Rancher guy.
D.
D.
I think this is Black Manta's dad.
C.
C. Yeah.
Mr. Mind from Shazam.
D.
All right. I think that's the general from Man of Steel.
Martian Manhunter.
Well-
C.
I put a B.
Yes.
Can you see this guy be Martian Manhunter?
Where he at?
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe it
Captain,
was him.
Captain Boomerang.
A.
Hey.
He was hilarious.
He the best.
Nah, I would say C.
Ah.
But I think the general vote would be B then.
Okay. All right. I think it's the army girl from Man of Steel.
C.
C.
Alright. And now Henry Cavill, Superman.
S.
A.
And
A.
why? Wait, not next to the Trinity?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's put him in S. Why not?
And why for Henry Cavill?
I mean, I think his character does go through an arc. I won't say like it's perfect by any means because it's not. But
And even in Justice League, it's a mess. But there is one scene I genuinely like I told you before, where it's like how his entrance scene,
Oh,
and
yeah.
what he says.
Yeah.
I think that's that's
believe in
actually
truth.
really good.
I believe in truth, but I'm also a big fan of justice.
And so much so that I actually wouldn't mind if they kept that the same in the Snyder cut. Like say how he enters the fight.
All right, well, I think these are these soldier guys who are with Wonder Woman.
D, just because they were background characters.
All right, next up is J.K. Simmons, Commissioner Gordon.
A,
Hey.
just because it's J.K. Simmons.
How many of you are there? Not enough. All right, next is Amanda Waller.
A.
A,
D.
she was pretty good
Yeah.
in what's otherwise a messy movie.
Oh, Cyborg.
B.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll give him a B. The
yeah.
effects you can tell are CGI, but it's still a cool look.
Oh, Doomsday. D.
D. Get the
D.
Get
My
that.
God, they fucked that character up.
I think this is Ursa
I
from
put
Man
a
of
B.
Steel.
I put her B.
Yeah, I guess I give her a B.
And I think this is I don't know who this is.
Who it is?
I don't either.
Wait a minute.
I'll
Oh,
come
that's
here.
Jimmy Olsen.
I think this is the girl who we meet in Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
C.
D.
All right. Ezra Miller's Flash.
D.
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 Yeah, because they rewrote his character just to be stupid comic relief.
What is brunch?
God,
All right,
I hate him.
this guy from Suicide Squad.
D.
Yeah, D.
Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn.
S. S. Perfectly cast.
But I
Probably
think
the
they
best casting in all these movies, I would say.
But I think in Birds of Prey they kind of screwed up her character.
I love Birds of Prey. It was just fun, like it was just a fun ride. I just,
Jared Leto's Joker.
I know a
D.
lot of
S.
people gonna get mad at me, but I put him B. I don't think he was that bad, Joker.
I'm just kidding about S. I would put him in a D too. Worst
Okay.
Joker ever.
I think
I don't think he was that bad.
we'll put him in
I put
C
him B.
because general
See?
vote.
Okay, we'll put Joker there.
It's
Alright,
kind of
next
like.
up.
Oh, never mind.
This.
I don't know her.
Well, here's what I'll say about Jared Leto's Joker. It could have been cool, but then as soon as I heard the fire in my loins, hunka hunka, I immediately wanted to be like, no, I'm not taking him seriously.
Actually, all right, this next one I'm gonna let go forward. Zachary Levi Shazam.
S.
A.
I would say A.
Why is that?
I definitely think he's really good. I like Shazam. I wouldn't go as far as say it's the best DCEU movie. I still
Yeah.
think Aquaman is the best one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Birds of Prey is my favorite now out of the movies.
Um. Let's see. Steppenwolf.
D.
D.
The
All right.
Wolf Call by Justice League.
And it's probably guaranteed that he'll be improved on in the Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Jonathan Kent.
I
C.
put him in. I would put him in A, but I'd put him down to a C because of the, should I let him die? And he's like, maybe.
Let's see. I know where this guy's going.
D.
Yeah.
I love Jesse Eisenberg, but he was just horribly cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Smith's Deadshot.
S.
A.
S, S,
S.
S,
S
S.
and A. I don't care what one.
The general, another general person.
D, just because of background.
Okay.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe's Vulko.
B.
Willem Dafoe was in this? Which
Yeah,
one?
as an Aquaman.
Who do you play?
Vulko.
He's in B just because it's Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know what this is. Aquaman.
A.
S.
I mean S. S.
Yes.
Let's see. Dr. Savannah.
I give him a
Um,
B. He wasn't
Yeah. I
too
put
Yeah.
him
bad.
B.
Okay. Freddy from Shazam.
I put a B.
Yeah. I really cared about the characters in that movie. That's something they did really well.
Okay. All right. Last up. Let's see. This guy who from Wonder Woman.
C.
C.
This goes here. The Wizard from Shazam.
C.
I put him in
Hmm.
A just because it had the one cool scene.
All right, we'll put him in B.
All right. Jimmy Olsen there. The
What?
Senator.
Wait. I would have put him in B at least.
Yeah,
But
you
what
put-
does everyone else
Killed
think?
off.
Well, Jimmy Olsen would be in D because he's barely in any of the movies. Like he's dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You're
he
right.
dead.
All right. Killer Croc.
I give
Um,
him a B.
I would say C because he doesn't really do a lot.
Yeah.
Martha Kent.
B.
C.
B.
We'll go with B.
This is here. I
Mhm.
think this is Shazam's mom. I think this is
Oh,
Shazam's
really?
family.
Oh, Shazam's mom, really?
I think this is the foster mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go here. I think it's the Shazam family.
Uh,
B.
At B.
yeah.
It's because they look
B.
cool. And that climax in the end was really cool.
Let's see. Laura, Jorel's wife.
Who?
A C, because she was fine, maybe.
The senator from BVS.
D.
Oh,
Alright.
really?
Yeah.
This is Cyborg's dad.
At B. His
B.
acting was really good in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to think he learned from Terminator.
Yeah. He always seems to play that same kind of role, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The actor.
And lastly is Mercy.
D.
Yeah.
And that's the DCEU. Now let me get the Arrowverse up.
Ooh,
Let's see.
okay. I'm actually excited for this one because I know where I would place all of them.
Okay.
Is this the characters or some of the episodes?
I think the
Characters.
the characters will be easy. Let me just bring that up. Let's see.
Let's all agree. Crisis on Infinite Earths, Ruins, Smallville, something fierce.
Yes. Finally, we can agree on something. Let's see.
Man, there's not.
Hold on. I think I can find it. Oh crap! There's a lot for this one.
That looks big.
Let's not do that. It's too big. Let's see. Where else do we have? Let's see this one. Holy crap! Nope. Whoops. Let's see this one. Oh, I think this is a good amount.
So how many shows are they piling up with this?
I don't know. Yeah.
Wait,
There
no.
was
Let's do the one that you just picked.
Yeah, I think there's another one in here. I just want to see which one it was.
Yeah. Is this gonna be the last one for the night?
Yeah, that's
Probably.
okay. Yeah, it's gotta find where I found it. God dang it! It's gotta see where I. No,
Oh,
that's villains. Ah, here it is. Ah, here's a better one. Ah, here's a better one. All right, let's do it. First up, we got Firestorm. I think that's
B.
Jax.
B.
He was an A for me. I loved him in Legends of Tomorrow.
This
you
is
wish
one I
that-
won't be able to comment on much because I haven't seen a lot of the Arrowverse shows.
Okay, that's okay. But Austin, do you think they wasted Firestorm?
Um, to a degree, maybe, but I think he was very, very good in terms of like the acting.
Okay. Next, we got Laurel. I think this is the Earth 2 Laurel.
Is she the only one on there? Because
No, we got Earth 1 Laurel. See?
Oh, if we're going by Earth, I think Earth 2 Laurel is better. I would say she's a B.
All right. Now we got. I think this is Win.
When the thing is with Win, it's like he's a good character, but I like Brainy more. But
Oh.
I'll put
Alright.
Win at B.
Okay. All right. People thought when he left, the show lost its touch.
No.
All right. Next, we got. I don't know who this is.
I think this is one B.
I'll put a C. I'll put a C.
All right. Next, we got Alex Danvers.
Oh, I really like Alex though.
B for me.
I'll say B.
All right. Thea.
B.
Thea, yeah, B. She was good. I liked her.
Now this is Earth 1 Laurel.
C.
A.
D. You hated her?
No, I said C because I think Earth 2 Laurel has more of like a character, and they kill off Earth 1 Laurel in the stupidest decision ever. So
yeah. Now we got the Ray from Earth X.
C.
I'll say C because I don't really know a lot about him.
Now I think we got Mia, Oliver's daughter.
C. She wasn't that good.
I put a C.
Now we got I think this is what was her name again? Lila.
C. Didn't like her that much.
And now we got Dinah.
B.
B.
Okay. Why's that?
I thought she was good. I think season 6 was definitely her weakest season.
Okay.
But I thought she was okay.
Now we got Diggle.
Diggle has his good moments. He has his bad. I would say, oh God, I really don't know with Diggle because I think with Diggle he's very, very controversial. Because with Diggle, I think he's good, but at times he's a bad character.
Okay.
I'll say B.
Can you see him wearing the Green Lantern ring?
I could see that, yeah.
All right, next up, Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow.
S, even though I think overall, S. I think out of everybody, he's an S.
Yeah, I mean, he had a really good arc, huh? Good journey.
Yeah.
I would say S2 for Green Arrow because that's the Arrowverse show I've seen the most of. I've seen like the first 2 seasons.
All right, next up we got the Monitor.
B.
I don't know because I think the acting was good, but like I think B.
All right. Next one, I'm gonna go around. Let's say Superman, Tyler Heck.
D.
C
for Superman.
Well, his Superman's he's like a weakling.
Yeah, he's a
yeah, you're right.
Man.
And plus, a major missed opportunity not to put Tom Welling in to kind of like do a crossover with Smallville, like add that into the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got Brandon Routh Superman when he was Kingdom Come.
I'll say B.
B. I'd say A. He was amazing in Crisis.
All right. I'll go A. That's as far as I'm going. I can't see him going farther than that though.
But did you like him in Crisis as Superman?
I liked him in Crisis. I just would have liked to see more of him.
Yeah. Right, next up, we got Jay Garrick, Earth 3.
Jay Garrick. I'll say. I don't know. I think Jay Garrick's good, but I think the actor is good. I'll say A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we got the Atom.
A. Oh wait, actually, I don't know. I think I might put him in S. I think because Brandon Routh's so good and he's so likable. I just love him.
All right.
Brandon
Next we
Routh
got,
played Adam.
Yeah.
yes, yeah. All right. Next up, we got Barry Allen, The Flash.
Oh God.
S.
No, I can't. No, he's not an S for me. He's like the
What?
most. He is probably my one of the least favorite characters because
He
like
has, a,
it's
he has a great story arc.
well he does, but like as the seasons go on, like he becomes more of like a detestable prick.
Okay, how about this? If we discount season 1 and 2, would you put him in S?
No, I think season 1 and 2 would definitely be an S, but like if we're going by later seasons, he's probably low.
But let's just count season 1 and 2.
All right.
All right. Next up, we got Earth 90 Flash.
I would even A.
A.
Again play by
A.
I've seen the 90s Flash show.
I
What
heard
about
it's
you?
good.
Yeah.
I
it's
never
pretty good.
seen it.
Let's see. Next up, we got Leonard Snark, Captain Cold.
S.
A.
What?
I would say S just because he was so good.
I put it
All
in
right.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Kate Kane, Batwoman.
D.
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 Yeah.
If there was an F tier, she would be an F tier.
All right. Next up, we got
That suit is literal perfection. It will be when it fits a woman.
All right. Now we got Supergirl.
A. I put
Nah,
it
I don't know. Because
I
with
would say
Supergirl,
S because she was my favorite out of all these Arrowverse things.
the thing is with Supergirl, she's like she acts dumb because the story needs her to be stupid. I would put her in B. I definitely think she is a developed character, but the problem is she's so stupid and so hypocritical that
Would
honestly,
you
no,
say that she has the same problems as Brie Larson's Captain Marvel?
I would say
Mhm.
so.
All right. Next up, we got Black Lightning.
A.
I would say A.
Hey,
Really? Why?
I think he's really good, and I think I honestly don't know. Like I think Black Lightning is just a cool character, and just the way that he is set up.
All right. Now we got Nora, Barry's daughter.
Well,
I put it B.
I don't know because again, it's like again with Barry and just like the problem with like she was basically the thing that really caused Crisis to begin with. So we have to take that into account, and then she's
So here, next to Superman.
no, I don't know. I don't know if I would necessarily. She's not as bad as like that. Like I would say B. But even
All
then,
right.
that's like a low B.
Next up, Martian Manhunter.
S.
Really?
mm-hmm.
Best
B.
character of the show.
But he never really Martianed up a lot.
Well, that is true, but the actor is so good, he doesn't need to be.
All right. Next up, Killer Frost.
B.
I'd say B. She was.
All right. Let's see. Next up, we got who is this guy? Saturn Girl from the Legion.
C.
All right. Next up, we got Nate Haywood, Steel.
B.
B.
If only he had steeled up a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like that. I like that his dad was Biff from Back to the Future.
Oh, the
Yeah.
actor?
Yeah.
Really?
All right. Heatwave, McRory.
S.
F.
Do you want to know something? Every time he spoke, he made me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who was this guy again?
Mr.
I think Mr. Terrific.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
D. D.
Ooh.
They made him gay. D.
Are the
Let's
Legends of
see.
Tomorrow characters in these?
Yes.
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 And you know the actor, who is the character that's played by Victor Garber?
Firestorm. That's Martin Stein.
Oh yeah, you know the older guy.
Yeah. All right. Next up,
I would
Wally.
say that'd probably be an S for me when we get to him.
Next up, Wally West, Kid Flash.
D.
D.
Really?
He
I
does
hate
him.
nothing.
Yeah.
I liked him when he got his powers and when he first showed up in the costume.
I did too, but it's like he really doesn't do much, and it's like he's even barely been on any of the stuff either. So
All right. Rip Hunter.
B.
A.
Yeah. But I was want to say, coming from a Doctor Who fan, I like the Arthur Darvill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated how they killed him. That they killed him.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Well, let's see. I think this is Nash.
I mean, I guess it could be any Harrison Wells, I guess. I mean, if we're just talking about Harrison Wells in general, I'm saying S.
Yeah, but do I know? Two of my favorite versions of him was HR and Eobard Thawne.
I thought Harry was the best one. I'm honestly gonna be completely honest. I did not like HR.
Okay, but did we all enjoy him as Eobard Thawne?
Yes.
Yeah.
A little bit.
All right. I think these are Black Lightning's two daughters.
I'll B.
I put
Okay.
them an A.
All right. Oh, look at that. There's Brainy.
Brainiac.
I like him better than Win. I'll put him at A.
Okay.
I put him C.
All right. Cisco vibe.
A.
God, I do not like him in season 3 though. A.
Yeah, because he kept whining, complaining.
Yeah, he was a little bitch.
So
It's
right here,
basically the Chris O'Donnell scenario. He was great in Forever, but then he was bad in Batman and Robin.
so if we put him in A.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Danny Trejo, Machete.
D. I don't
I
remember
would
him.
say
D.
C.
Like, is this for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The like the machete?
Well, actually, no. He played Breacher, but I call him Machete.
Oh yeah.
So
I
what
would
you put?
say I would put him in S tier just for the fact that he's Danny Trejo alone.
Wouldn't you? Would do the others agree?
I put him in D, but you keep it on.
All right. Let's see. Jesse Quick.
B.
C. She really didn't do much either.
C. Yeah.
Let's see.
She was really underdeveloped.
Dreamer.
E.
D.
D.
Really? You guys don't like Dreamer?
Well, but why do you like him then? I mean, why do you like her then?
I just like her character and just the fact that she is like I like her powers. I like stuff she's in. So
Let's see. I think this was the Snark from Earth X.
Snark from Earth X. I like the actor A.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have Constantine.
A. No, S.
A. I like
Yeah.
the Constantine from the animated universe better, but this was still pretty good.
Okay.
I would say yeah.
I think this is the first Vixen.
S. I put on S.
I'll put her at A.
All right. Sarah Lance.
S.
S.
Okay. All right. Zari.
A.
What about you, Austin?
I said A.
All right. And look, this is the other timeline version of her.
A.
All right. Oh my God, Gary.
S.
S.
Really? Why?
Because Gary is God.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Hawkman.
D.
D.
He was trash. D.
And Hawk Girl too.
D.
Oh.
Both of them were trash.
Roy Harper, Arsenal.
B.
I'll put him in B. I think he was I think compared to Jesse Quick and Kid Flash, he did more.
Okay. I think this is Brandon Routh's wife in real life.
Oh, A.
A.
Why do you like Nora Dark?
I think she definitely compliments Ray.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't remember who this one was.
I think that's the girl from Legends. That one. C. I don't remember her.
Yeah. I think this is James Olsen.
James Olsen. The thing is with James Olsen is he was never really given a good character arc.
So here.
I would put him in C.
All right. What do we got next? Monel.
Mon-El, I'll put him in B. I don't know if I can necessarily go as far as I would say B. Yeah, he wasn't the greatest thing, but
Yeah.
It's funny that the actor is dating Melissa Benoist in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is Sarah's girl, Ava.
Um,
B.
I'd say A.
Okay.
Did we miss Firestorm?
No, we already did
No,
Firestorm right here. See.
yeah, Firestorm's in
Oh
A.
yeah.
All right. Next up is Wild Dog.
On D.
C.
What was that?
I said C.
I said D.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Although this is the Amaya Vixen.
Amaya. Uh, uh, A.
S.
Where is it?
I said A.
Okay. And then we got Charlie.
B.
B.
Okay. I don't know who this is.
I don't remember
Yeah.
either. C.
I think it's Zari's brother.
C.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And last up, I just put here, and that's the Arrowverse.
Hey, there you go.
We did pretty. Would you change any of these?
The only thing that I would really change is the Flash. I don't think he's that good to really be put in S.
Yeah, but I think he's open up to improvement.
And let's create an F tier so we can just put Batwoman there.
Very funny. But hey, Austin, when
Yeah.
that Superman and Lois show comes out, you think you would put Superman up more?
Probably not.
Oh, even if he fixes that version.
Well, the thing is, because from what I heard is that they're basically going to make Superman a stay-at-home dad. I'm already not looking forward to it.
What do you mean, like no kicking ass in the suit?
Well, like the thing is, it's like I don't know, but it's just the idea of him being a stay-at-home dad is already making me not excited.
Yeah, because Superman not supposed to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, I bet that we might have some cool fight scenes like him with him in the suit with enemies or maybe some familiar foes like Brainiac or Bizarro.
Was that the Lex Luthor from their version on here?
No, that would be like in the villains, like right here.
Yeah. Where would he have been on the other list for you?
I probably would have put him at S.
Oh, you
Yeah.
put Lex Luthor.
I would have put him at D because he just felt very miscast.
Really?
I mean, I guess maybe it's because I got confused as to why he was in Crisis because they brought Tom Welling back, so I figured
Oh, you were
they would
expecting
have brought Michael
Rosenbaum?
Rosenbaum back.
Yeah, but look at all these other villains. Deathstroke would be up here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Deathstroke S easily.
I hear people say that he's good in Supergirl season 4, but I'm very skeptical.
And Reverse Flash up here too.
Yeah, Reverse
Yeah.
Flash easily S.
Yeah, I mean they always keep bringing them back.
So I got
And
an idea
Zoom?
for another tier, but if y'all are thinking of ending it after this one, then that's all good.
I mean, what's the tier that you want to do?
Maybe a Star Wars one.
Well, all right.
Ooh.
You know what? I have time for a Star Wars one. Why not?
All right, let's find the Star Wars one. Let's see.
Oh, or if you want to finish this villain one too, then you can.
Nah,
If you want to.
I don't know if I would. Nah,
All right,
I
let's
think
see.
it's
What
worth
Star Wars
all
should we do?
How about movies and TV shows?
yeah.
So it can
Alright.
count
I
for the
want
whole
to try
saga.
to do a smaller one because I do
See,
want to
look at how small that is. All right,
Yeah.
first up we got A New Hope, episode 4.
Grandmaster.
Yeah,
Alright.
Grandmaster.
definitely.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's see. Next up we got Attack of the Clones.
It's not bad, but it's definitely one of the weaker films.
Mhm.
So-
I do like a lot of things in it. I would probably say
A Knight.
I'd say Night. It's not.
Oh, and also for A New Hope, I really like. It's a really good film. Like, introduced us to the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is Star Wars Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
Rebels, I think would probably be. Let's see here. Master. I would say maybe below A New Hope.
A council member, okay. But yeah, you want to know something, Austin? My favorite episode of that show is when Darth Vader came in.
Yeah, Darth
Mine
Vader.
is the Twin Sons episode with Maul and Obi-Wan.
Yes, that was so good.
Yeah, and next is Star Wars Resistance Base.
I mean, I know they gave little terms, but I guess I'll just say it'd be at the bottom
All right,
because
Yeah.
they
so,
call it Star Wars Resistance, but it's about anything but. That kind of ticked me off.
all right, next is Return of the Jedi.
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster.
And what about and why?
I think
It
it's
has my.
because
Oh, sorry. You can go.
I would say it's probably because it's the best conclusion to the trilogy.
Yeah, Mark
And it
Hamill as
has
Rex.
my favorite because Revenge of the Sith is my favorite of the movies, but Return of the Jedi has my favorite moment out of the entire saga. Like Vader's taunting him, if you don't turn to the dark side, Leia will, and there's that whole fight. That's
Yes.
the most powerful
Um,
moment in the entire franchise to me.
All right, now we got Revenge of the Sith.
Grandmaster. That's like I
And
said, like it me say again, like that's my favorite of the movies.
Yeah, I have to admit, this was the only film where Hayden Christensen wasn't bad.
Oh come on. I gave him credit for one thing in Attack of the Clones, how he handled his mother's death.
Yeah, and it had a really good introduction to Darth Vader
Yeah.
and an awesome battle between him and Obi-Wan.
So you all would say is that he was bad in Attack of the Clones, but good in Revenge of the Sith?
yeah, if like because again, if we're going by the entire Attack of the Clones, I think Hayden Christensen was definitely not that great, but I think he was definitely at his best in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got Rogue One.
Count.
Council member, I would say.
Okay, but I have to admit,
Coming out of the theater, immediately coming out of the theater in 2016, I would have said Grandmaster, but I've let the film sit, so.
yeah, and we all love that Darth Vader scene at the end, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Like,
Next up
best
is,
Darth Vader since Empire.
yeah, Solo.
Uh,
I would say Padawan. I'll be generous to that one.
Okay, but I gotta ask this: thoughts on the guys who play Lando and Han?
the guy
They
who
were
played
good.
Lando was good. The guy who played Han was okay.
Mm-hmm. My most of my problems with the movie are story, not so much with the casting.
But I gotta say that the kid who played Han, can you see that same Han turn into Harrison Ford?
Uh,
He
mm,
kind of looks like a young Harrison Ford. Like he has the look, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and Donald Glover turning into Billy D. Williams.
I actually buy that too. Like,
Yeah. Now this is the Clone Wars movie.
it's not as bad as people make it out to be. It's not great though,
what'd you say, Night?
because I don't know because I feel like Attack of the Clones had more that I liked in it. Like because I think Clone Wars had some good stuff, but
I agree with what is mostly the main consensus for the movie is that the main plot of the movie is boring, but then whenever it cuts to Obi-Wan is when it gets really interesting.
yeah, I would say probably right around with Attack of the Clones. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So next up we got the Clone Wars TV show.
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. Yeah.
Was
Because
everyone?
I guess I should clarify with my ranking. Because Revenge is my favorite of the movies, right?
Yeah.
But Clone Wars is my favorite thing in the franchise overall. Period.
But I gotta ask, back when D23 was out and they announced that Clone Wars were coming back, were you all excited?
I was
Yeah.
in tears of joy. Like literally, like I'm not exaggerating that.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Empire.
Grandmaster.
Yeah. Grandmaster.
So I want to say when you guys all first saw it, what y'all think when Vader said, "I am your father"?
I would say the first time I watched it, it definitely was a very shocking twist. Like it did kind of come out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh my god, like that's awesome.
For me, I didn't know what to think. Like in that good kind of way. It's like is this true? Like is Vader just trying to manipulate him? Because it is Darth Vader and all that.
Yeah, and then when Yoda basically tells him in Return of the Jedi that he is in fact his father, it was like,
Yeah.
Damn. Phantom Menace.
I would say Master,
I
because
would say, yeah.
I would
Because
give more love to the movie than most would.
Because I have to say, other than Darth Maul, the movie's not all that good.
Well, there's also
I like it okay. I mean,
Actually, I enjoyed Liam Neeson.
Yeah, and Ewan McGregor has always been good in those movies.
And speaking of that, what I said about the Hunt thing, can you see Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan turning into Alec Guinness from A New Hope?
Definitely, like he has the look, the way he emotes his dialogue. Like Ewan McGregor was the most perfect casting in the
And
franchise.
let's hope we get his show soon.
They say they're gonna start shooting the movie in March, so
And when I'm surprised they're doing that because after Revenge of the Sith, he went into exile on Tatooine. So how would they do it?
well, think of it this way, because at the end, Yoda was saying, the training I have for you, about Qui-Gon and all that. He always said he was able to come back from the netherworld of the Force or something. That could be what it is, like him communing with Qui-Gon, and we see how he learned to become one with the Force.
That is true. Oh, I now the
Because that
last
is, because
the
as a Jedi, that's something you actually have to learn. You can't just do it off the bat, right?
Okay,
yeah.
but before we do the sequel trilogy, The Mandalorian.
God tier, like I
Grandmaster.
guess that's just what I would call the top of his God tier.
Oh, and
And the fact that Ahsoka is going to be in season 2,
what do you think of the casting? Rosario Dawson.
I can see that. Like especially after seeing her in Zombieland 2, like she has this kind of spunk to her personality, like quip and all that.
And the guy that played Jango Fett's playing Boba.
Who would you guys have cast as live action Ahsoka?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
Probably a topic could make up a whole topic for a stream, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the sequel trilogy, Force Awakens.
I
I would
would
say
say council member, I would say.
council member because of the theater experience.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
first
and the
time.
hype and the anticipation and all that. And
Yeah, and
Han Solo at his best, in my opinion.
well, yeah, but if you looked at Harrison's expression, it looked like he didn't want to be there.
I
Yeah, he
figure
did.
he probably did because we did sign up to come back in the first place.
But do you want to know one missed opportunity the sequel trilogy didn't do? Having
Having them
Han.
all together.
Yes,
But what were you gonna say?
that's what I was gonna say. Having Han, Luke, and Leia together.
Yeah,
And I have to admit, for Kylo Ren, I like Kylo Ren more when he has the helmet on.
yeah. And it is Finn at his best. Like you could tell that even though Disney may not have had a plan for the whole trilogy, like Force Awakens, you could have kept Force Awakens and then just had a plan, like an actual plan for how the other two would have went.
Oh, and you want to know something funny? I was doing this game earlier where I had to
Yeah.
like do this thing for like an agape, and it was saying like my mom that said sweet, kind hearted, and loves me, and it twisted the context. It said Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah. And plus, we can all agree is that, yeah, a lot of it's on repeat, but what's most important is that it looked like Star Wars, it felt like Star Wars, to give you that feeling of like what the old trilogy was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now the Last Jedi.
I would say Council Member 2
Now,
because, yeah,
here's
because
what
this
I
is
say.
a very divisive one.
I'm now I have said I have warmed up to this movie, but however, it doesn't I still am not entirely convinced. I still think that the movie has problems that do kind of hurt the movie for me.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I can't go to the tippy top. I can't see myself going farther than night for me, but that's because I just can't necessarily say because when people say it's the best Star Wars movie, I will say in visuals, yes. But story wise, are we really going to compare it to a
Yeah.
Empire, Revenge of the Sith? Like that's
How about out of the one out of all the Disney movies, would you say it's the best of the Disney ones?
I would probably say out of all the Disney ones, I would honestly say Rogue One would probably be the better one.
Yeah.
Okay. But I kind of felt like in Last Jedi they did Mark Hamill dirty.
That's actually the topic of like how I've warmed up to it most because because it is, it talks about failure and redemption, because that's been something they talk about throughout the whole saga. But then to take a movie and make that the actual main theme of one of the movies, I thought was a clever idea.
Okay. Yeah, but other than
And
that,
that scene with Luke and Leia near the end of the movie, come on, y'all, who all teared up? Raise their hand.
but you have to admit, when Mark Hamill was doing the thing with the hands and saying "See you around, kid," that was actually kind of badass.
Mm-hmm. And
So
that
I'll just
whole fight thing was that I'm actually really like most of the movie I've warmed up to it. And this is a movie I've never hated, but it is something I've still warmed up to all the same.
I'll just put it next in Master.
Well, you also
Yeah.
got to think though too. Even Mark Hamill doesn't like The Last Jedi.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. He's like, what happened to this hopeful, optimistic character? Yeah, so I'll just put it in night. What do you say?
Yeah, I guess so.
No, I'll put it in Master because I think we're gonna go by the general vote. I think we're gonna because I
All right.
think with Grandmaster, I'll say Master.
Is Deshaun still here?
Yeah, he's still here.
And now
What do you think, Deshaun?
Huh? Ah, we talk about Last Jedi.
Yeah.
I put Last Jedi. Master.
Okay then.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
and
thought
now the finale to the saga, Rise of Skywalker.
down in the
Ooh,
bottom.
the what?
Down to the bottom one.
I don't know because
It-
this one is a very weird movie.
I hate that movie.
Like, here's the thing. I think there are things that they do really well in it, but the movie doesn't really work as a film because,
as far as continuity wise to the other ones.
yeah, and also it does feel very damage control like, and I do
Yeah.
feel the movie is way too short than what it should be.
Yeah.
Okay, so where's Rise of Skywalker going?
I
I
would put it at council member, because here's my thing with Rise of Skywalker. I was in such a slum with Star Wars. I mean, yeah, I was so excited that Clone Wars is coming back, but I was just in a slum. Like everything I was hearing about this movie with the reports was just setting off red flags, and then they announced it's gonna be a shorter runtime. I was like, I was just depressed. Like even going into this movie, like at the point that all that matters to me with this movie is that I liked the characters. It was a good story, and that just plain and simply, I liked where they went with it.
Okay,
And
so
plus, also with Palpatine, I get that it wasn't the plan, but if you think about it, with this whole I made Snoke thing, like and being pulling the strings and all that, doesn't that seem like something Palpatine would do?
Yeah, I would say that as well, but I feel like
Again, even though it wasn't a plan, like I mean, if you guys actually don't like the movie, then that's fine. But just because something wasn't the plan doesn't mean that it can't. It still isn't good.
well,
yeah,
it had its moments. Like Lando Calrissian coming back, that was pretty cool. I enjoyed Kylo Ren with the mask on, and
Yeah,
I like
and
seeing Luke back.
and in the most genuine way possible, like that scene with Han Solo actually brought me to tears.
Yeah, and so where are we putting last Rise of Skywalker?
oh man. So one vote for council member. I know Deshaun's basically like the worst one. To me, I don't know because again, this is a movie that I have problems with. I would probably have to go with to me it's like it's either Padawan or Knight for me because I can't go any farther than that. It definitely is not
Would
as
you say it's the weakest out of the Disney movies?
um I would say either that or Solo because I think for me
Yeah,
Solo didn't need to be made.
yeah,
So Rise of Skywalker is second to weakest.
yeah.
So it's
We
like
have
And just to clarify, do you think we're ever gonna see the deleted scenes, like stuff that they cut from the movie?
I doubt it.
Why do they want to hide this so badly?
I don't know.
Like
Maybe it's
like
because it's
what?
Disney.
Like they gave us deleted scenes for Force Awakens, Last Jedi. I think there's even like 25 minutes of deleted scenes for Solo, but then all of a sudden they're trying to cover up everything for Rise of Skywalker, and I'm like, what gives?
that's a good
Okay.
question.
All right,
Like,
well,
how long was this movie supposed to be? Because we know that it's actually a fact that so much was cut, but it makes you wonder how long was this movie actually supposed to be?
I could see it mainly being 3 hours,
Like around like Endgame type, like just 3 hours.
probably.
all right, well, we gotta make a decision.
Well,
I would put council member, but it's all about what the overall consensus is with everyone
I'd say around here.
yeah, I would say
at
around.
night.
Yeah, that's as far as I'll go with it. I can't go any higher.
All
Yeah.
right, and that's the Star Wars list.
All right. So everybody, I'm gonna wrap this up because we went on a little too late than
My
I
mistake.
thought to go. No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
That was a
Uh,
nice thing for you to go back to after your long break.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. If you guys wondering why I didn't in the chat, if you guys were wondering why I didn't do ShadowEye on Sunday last Sunday, was because I was taking a bit of a break. And I would say it was definitely relaxing and such. So also,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let everybody go around and say where they can find each other, where you can find them at. So we'll start with Andrew.
Well, you can find me on YouTube, Andrew Sally, and on Twitter too, and you'll find sort of this logo, but that's for me.
All right.
Very nice. Deshaun, where can they find you at?
You could find me on my YouTube channel talk about movie, comic, Star Wars, anything you want me to talk about. Also, you could find me on Discord, Instagram, and TikTok. That's it.
Very nice. Zach, where can they find you at?
All right. You can find me at my YouTube channel. It's the name right there. I and I actually wanted to bring up something because y'all probably saw notifications like that I might be doing a live stream in a couple days about the X-Men.
Oh, that's cool.
If y'all are up for it and you got time, because I might try to do my stream through StreamYard so I can invite people on if they want. Because I figure that's a discussion maybe y'all would be up for talking about. It's about
Yeah,
like how we all feel about if Disney would be able to properly handle the X-Men brand for the MCU, which I
Oh,
am very doubtful about. And I'll
oh,
just save that for my stream.
Oh, look, your title is "And Why I'm Cynical, Even Doubtful of Disney's Ability to Properly Handle the X-Men."
Yep.
Well, you think Disney will ruin it?
Uh, is it okay if I get into this a little bit, Austin? I'll keep it
Actually,
short.
let's do it after the stream, after the cut. Let's wait till the broadcast ends.
Oh, sure.
yeah, because I do want to wrap this. Also, I do want
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys to
sure.
be on off stream because I do want to talk to you guys about something. But
Is it
yeah.
bad?
No, not necessarily bad. I honestly I don't really know. So kind of
So, like, so you can find me on my channel, Zach Axiol, and
I just subscribed.
yeah, I do live streams, and hopefully by 2021 I'll be able to get a proper thing going, like doing reviews and stuff. Because this year was kind of a mess, you know.
yeah. You guys can find me on my Twitter at the Austin17 if you guys ever want to DM me, hit me up in my DMs. You guys can find me on Discord at the Austinator, and you guys can find me on my channel, the Austinator, this channel that you guys are watching right now. I do have a stream in about a few hours where it's actually gonna be like more like a news type show where it's just my friend Chad, in quotation marks, is going to be hosting the show, and he's going to be like about the major events, and also there's going to be an announcement from Chad. So the channel, so you guys definitely should go check that out. You guys can also I have a couple shows per week. Depends on what time I really care on doing them. So I mean, check them out when they come out. And I'm trying to reach my goal of 70 subscribers. We're currently at 67, so we have 3 more left, and we are almost at 100. So everybody, please go subscribe to the channel. I'll subscribe to everybody here. And yeah, I think that about did it. We went up almost 4 hours. That's insane.
Yeah. All right. Well.
But yeah, everybody, this is the Austinator, and